Hello, good afternoon, and welcome in, everybody, from a sun-soaked Friday afternoon from Eastman Credit Union Field and Pioneer Park. I'm Matthew Palazzo, joined by Derek Tarleton. Glad to have you with us. Hope you're enjoying the end of your work week. Caden Becker, our producer, cameraman for this evening as well. Glad to have you. Appy League Baseball here on Greene Sports Zone for a second time this summer. It's Danville, it's Greeneville, top team in the East versus top team in the West. And Derek, a very interesting storyline heading into this night and this action here tonight is Danville, best defense in the league, best pitching staff in the league against the red-hot Flyboys, who boast one of the best offenses in the Appy League as well.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, Danville, they're going to be a tough matchup. But we also saw Greeneville last week. They put up some points themselves. They had a ton of hits, ton of points. Couple of things didn't go their way, and that's why they lost that game last week. I'm expecting a great game from both sides.
Greeneville in action last night, but some rain had to suspend the game in the bottom of the second inning, so they'll pick that one back up when it comes to July. Now, when it comes to these two teams and their matchups this season, it's the third time they've met. Danville swept them whenever the two met in Dansville in Southern Virginia a few weeks ago to start the season. It was a 2-9 loss and a 0-6 loss, where the Flyboys mustered just 11 hits in those two games combined. A Danville team, Derek, that's allowing opponents just 4.7 runs per game, which, again, like we said, the best in the Appy League in that number, but an offense who has struggled a bit, 7.4 runs per game, but still they lead the Appy League in run differential at plus 27. Greeneville, the offense hasn't been an issue, 8 runs per game, but when they've allowed 7.5 runs per game, that's really when they've been able to run into some problems.
Yeah, that's an issue that Greeneville needs to fix, is their defensive strategy. But look, it's still regular season. Nothing's set in stone yet, and I'm always a guy for storylines. You know that. Wouldn't it be something for Greeneville to defend their home turf and get a sweep over Danville? Because they got the sweep against them. They understand how good Danville's defense is, so why not go out here and have a great matchup?
Well, it's a good a time as any. It's Star Wars night, so wherever you are in the galaxy, thank you for tuning in here. The Force definitely strong here in Greeneville. We got first pitch, we've got opening starters coming up in just a few moments. It's Danville, it's Greeneville, it's Appy League Baseball right here from First Horizon, Greene Sports Zone.
So why sit on the sidelines when you could be driving a brand new Chevrolet, GMC, or Cadillac from Bachman Bernard in Greeneville? Choose from the Silverado, Sierra, Terrain, Acadia, Equinox, Trax, Trailblazer, or Blazer. And wrap yourself in elegance and style while driving a Cadillac, Lyric, or the best vehicle on the planet, the Cadillac Escalade. So don't stumble, bumble, and fumble your way with other dealers. If we don't have it, we'll get it. Make the short trip to Bachman Bernard Chevrolet GMC Cadillac in Greeneville, where we will save you money.
For over 30 years, Tommie's Plumbing has been serving the Tri-Cities with a personal touch, because we're not just plumbers, we're family. From simple faucet fixes to major plumbing repiping, we have the expertise to get it done right. We also specialize in water heater and tankless water heater installations, helping you find the perfect fit. Our technicians stand behind their work and leave your space spotless. Need a plumber who's fast, professional, and reliable? Call Tommie's Plumbing and let our family take care of yours.
Your project needs power. Williams Electric Supply has it all. Find us in Bristol, Greeneville, Johnson City, and Kingsport. Our knowledgeable staff can help you with every wire, cable, switch, and electrical need. No one does electrical better. Williams Electric Supply. Your home needs lighting. Williams Electric Supply has it all. A showroom full of ideas for lighting your home for comfort. Find us in Bristol, Greeneville, Johnson City, and Kingsport for unique lighting and every perfect light fixture. No one does lighting better. Williams Electric Supply.
At Heritage Community Bank, we offer local banking with local decisions. Stop by any of our 3 convenient locations and see how Heritage Community Bank can serve your need. From small business banking to personalized checking accounts with online and mobile capabilities, Heritage Community Bank can take care of all your banking needs. Visit us online at hcbonline.us, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Hey folks, it's Gateway Ford in Greeneville. Right now, everyone gets Ford employee pricing. The same deal Ford employees get. No games, no negotiation. Save maximum green in Greeneville today at Gateway Ford on Highway 11 East or at gatewayfordgreeneville.com. Save some green in Greeneville at Gateway Nissan, carrying on a 55-year tradition of doing business your way. Save thousands on Sentra, Rogue, Frontier, and more. Take the short drive to Gateway Nissan in Greeneville or online at gatewaynissangreeneville.com.
It's Otterbots Flyboys here on a Friday evening. Glad you could join us here for a Friday to end your work week. Greeneville and Danville for a third time this season as the Flyboys welcome in the Otterbots for a 3-game series here at ECU Field in Pioneer Park this weekend. Hello and welcome in alongside Derek Tarleton, our producer and color analyst for the evening. I'm Matthew Palazzo. Glad to have you with us once again. Caden Becker, our home plate cameraman here this evening. So glad to have him with us. The intern, Caden, does a great job for us here. Welcome back. Week 2 in the Appy League. We couldn't be more excited to bring you coverage of tonight's ball game, Greeneville and Danville, in a battle between Tennessee and Virginia. Derek Tarleton, how we feel?
I'm feeling absolutely excited. That first game I was able to watch with them their whole season. They played very well. They got the points up. Unfortunately, it did let the inning go by. As the innings went later, they let the game get away from them a little bit. I'm expecting a much cleaner game from the Flyboys because they're going to have a very clean game defensively and offensively against this stout team.
And I think that's kind of the theme around the entire Appy League, to be honest with you, Derek. This first half of the season, the runs have just been incredible. Greeneville, the team with the second most runs in the league, second to Johnson City's Greeneville's got 88 on the season, second to Pulaski's 90 on the season. This is a Danville team, though. I want you to listen to this, Derek, because they've allowed 47 runs. The next closest is 66, and it's Burlington. They're also in the East. So by far away, the best pitching staff, the best defense in the Appy League, this team that Greeneville will face tonight. But Greeneville, they're second in the league with hits, they lead the league in hits. They're second in average, and they are second in OPS. So an offense that could be formidable, could pose this tremendous Danville pitching staff some problems tonight.
Yeah, most definitely. Most of the time you watch Major League Baseball, and it's always early season, the bats are hot. As the year goes on, closer to postseason, that's when the defenses gain up. Danville's already on that postseason run. You hope they can continue it for their sake, but for Greeneville, they're hoping for a very much struggle, and we haven't seen it yet. But Danville eventually is going to have a struggling game pitching-wise, and Greeneville has the best team. I feel like that can do it.
Plenty of talent in this Danville order. At the top, we'll see Austin Hank, the second baseman, batting second. The left fielder, Judson Hartwell from Georgia Tech. The shortstop batting third, it's Davis Parkins. Batting cleanup, Jackson Irons, the first baseman. And batting third baseman at fifth, it's Maximo Martinez. Danny Perez, the DH, bats sixth. Wyatt Shaw, the catcher. Michael Callahan and Caleb Ricks will round out the order 7, 8, 9. Dylan Kirksey gets another start for the Flyboys. First pitch, grounded right side, gloved by the freshman Ray. The throw to first is in time for out number 1. One pitch, one out. Pretty good start from the Flyboy ace, Dylan Kirksey.
That's the best start Greeneville could have. One pitch, one out. We noticed a lot last Friday night that they went to the bullpen early, and they had almost looked like everybody out of their bullpen at least played a couple of pitches in last game. You like to see your starter immediately get an out first pitch.
Danville in the black jerseys with the, they'll call it Carolina blue numbers and lettering with the white trim. Gray pants here tonight. The Flyboys in the home creams with the navy blue numbers and lettering, red trim with the navy blue hats with a Flyboy star on the lid. 0-1 is Judson Hartwell. We'll see a strike to start his at-bat. Hartwell, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jacket, the left fielder, will step in the 2 spot. So we'll tell you about Dylan Kirksey's line here after this first pitch, but he has been fantastic for Greeneville here in this early season stretch. Hartwell grounds over on one softly, but it hits off of his ankle last, so it will be a dead ball, or foul ball rather. But Hartwell behind 0-2. Kirksey on the season. He's making his third start, his third appearance for the Flyboys. All have been starts. A 2.57 ERA in his 7 innings pitch. He has allowed just 7 hits, 2 runs, striking out 6 while walking just 1. Opponent's batting just .259 against the righty from Coppin State. Derek, this Dylan Kirksey, he has been phenomenal this season for the Flyboys.
Oh, yeah, most definitely. And that's what you want, especially against a team that's this much of a stature. Defensively, they're going to hold you to 1 or 2 runs most likely this game unless they have an off game. So for Greeneville, they need to continue to hold them down to 1 to 2 runs.
This is lifted up by Hartwell, shallow right field. Ray giving chase. He'll converge on it, but eventually it will be Ward coming away. Olin Ward to deliver out number 2 here in the top of the first inning. Still scoreless, Danville and Greeneville. 2 up, 2 down for the Otterbot bats.
So far, a very flawless first inning. Exactly how Greeneville wrote it up. No balls, 2 strikes. They got 2 men out in just 4 pitches. That's pretty impressive so far for Greeneville.
Dylan Kirksey, the 6'2" right-hander from Coppin State, all the way from Washington, a junior at Coppin State, so nearing the end of his collegiate career. But he certainly has had the stuff here in this early season stretch in the Appy League. Davis Perkins going to step in batting third here with nobody on. Flair the first one foul, and what a catch in foul territory. It's going to be Ruben Zwani laying out into the track. And the inning is over. We're scoreless. 1-2-3 inning for Kirksey. And the Flyboys will grab the bats for the first time when we come back. This is Appy League Baseball on Greene Sports Zone.
Marathon Quick Stop Markets, you'll find a company that realizes that our customers are our biggest assets. We are a locally owned company, proud to serve our community. So we do everything with you in mind. We clean and sanitize our stores, provide a well-lit, monitored area to keep you and your family safe. You can always expect a friendly staff and a large selection of products with weekly specials. Stop in at a nearby Marathon Quick Stop Market today.
So why sit on the sidelines when you could be driving a brand new Chevrolet, GMC, or Cadillac from Bachman Bernard in Greeneville? Choose from the Silverado, Sierra, Terrain, Acadia, Equinox, Trax, Trailblazer, or Blazer. And wrap yourself in elegance and style while driving a Cadillac, Lyric, or the best vehicle on the planet, the Cadillac Escalade. So don't stumble, bumble, and fumble your way with other dealers. If we don't have it, we'll get it. Make the short trip to Bachman Bernard Chevrolet GMC Cadillac in Greeneville, where we will save you money.
Well, 1-2-3 inning for the Flyboy defense in the top half. About as good as you could draw it up to begin. Ruben Zwani with a late out grab in foul territory to record the third out of the frame. And we're tied scoreless. We head to the home half. Flyboys top of the order reads as follows. Brian Williams Jr., the center fielder, batting first leadoff. Carson Brumbaugh, the shortstop, will bat second. Matt Cash, the DH, will bat third. Batting cleanup, the former Appy League Player of the Week, Owen Tanuver at catcher. Olin Ward, the right fielder, batting fifth. Levi Pinder bats sixth, the third baseman. Batting seventh, the man who just made that incredible dive and grab, Ruben Zwani, in the first base position, batting seventh. And then Carson Ray bats eighth at second. And Danny Wallace rounds out the order from left field. So Brian Williams Jr. going to lead us off. Williams Jr., the Enid Junior College product out in Oklahoma City, as the center fielder digs in to see the first pitch thrown from Ben Asmussen. And it's a strike down Broadway to start off behind in the count.
Yeah, you always like to take that first pitch, understand how the pitcher's going to be throwing this ball. Now I'm looking, looked like pretty much of a heater. I'm looking at a little off-speed pitch here, maybe a one to go deep.
On the season, Brian Williams Jr. making his 11th game played on the year. 34 at-bats, though. He's batting a .303 average, a .432 on base. He's been pretty good in those other, or .467 on base, excuse me. 1164 OPS, so it's definitely been working for Williams Jr. here. The JUCO product is behind 0-2 in the count, though. We'll tell you about the Danville pitcher after this offering. Settles on the hill from the right side, kicks and fires. It's away for ball one, and Williams Jr. will see his first ball in the at-bat. Let's tell you about this Ben Asmussen. We told you he goes to Pitt, rather, up in Pennsylvania. Asmussen on the season making just his third appearance. He's got 3 starts now under his belt, this being his third. A 1.29 ERA is the best arm in this Danville pitching staff. 7 innings of work so far, and he will K Brian Williams Jr. for his 6th strikeout of the season. He's only allowed 4 hits on the year, just 1 earned run surrendered as well. Opponents muster just a 174 batting average against the righty from Pitt.
Yeah, he's making them work the whole box right there. You know, you notice the first pitch was down low, second pitch was up high, third pitch was far right, and the last pitch was right inside, making him really have to work, Brian Williams Jr.
Asmussen, a 6'1" freshman, hailing from Northville, Michigan. Up next, batting second for the Flyboys is Carson Brumbaugh, the shortstop. Brumbaugh .375 hitter skies this one into the bullpen on the home side, making the right fielder Callahan jog all the way back to the brick wall to grab it. Nothing doing. It's out of play, and Brumball's behind 0-1.
Even though that was out of play and a foul ball, it's still like, as a coach, you still like to see that. Still like to see that you're able to get some contact on this pitcher. You don't want this pitcher to go 1, 2, 3 and down without having a little bit of contact on him.
Asmussen comes set, facing Brumball. Here's the 0-1. Sees it on the outer black, and it's strike 2. Had some breaking news earlier today, Derek, as Tusculum Baseball announced Scott Ewell with the 26 head baseball coach in program history. Just the third since they've gone to Division II back in 1998. So a major, let's call it a regime change coming in this very ballpark next spring. So I was pleased to see that, finally getting that hire earlier today here in Tusculum. 0-2 the count on Carson Brumball as Asmussen kicks, fires, just missing away, and it will give Carson Brumball his first ball seen.
Yeah, Greeneville looks like they're seeing the ball very well out of the pitcher's hand. They're not able to make great contact to get the ball in play, but yet they're still seeing it if it's going to be a ball, if it's going to be a strike. Everyone that they have taken so far has been right on that line. Is it a ball? Is it a strike? If we had some of those cameras in the major leagues, we might be able to tell.
That's right. This is shanked by Brumball, foul. It's killed by the first baseman, Irons. That's an all-time name. We talked about some names beforehand, Derek. That's an all-time name. Jackson Irons at first base.
What do I got to do to get a nice name like that?
Go change it. That's what you got to do. Hey, let's tell you about the weather here. Our game time weather check. It's 79 degrees, partly cloudy, and temperature is going to plummet a little bit lower to 65 later on this evening, but no sign of precipitation in the forecast. That's a welcome sight for those fans who are in attendance to yesterday's ball game here at Pioneer Park as they got rained out, suspended play. It's a strikeout for Asmussen as he K's the first two Flyboys down in order. And with 2 down, nobody on, Matt Cash, the designated hitter, will make his way to the plate.
Yeah, not exactly how you want Greeneville to start offensively, especially after last week we watched them get, I believe it was 3 hits in the first inning. They was on fire. But yet they're still making good contact. They just got to understand how to hit the ball to get it in play. But this first inning is definitely just going to be a kind of a see-through for everybody through the lineup.
Matt Cash, a .333 hitter on this season, 440 on base, a 10-11 OPS. The Jacksonville State Gamecock will see a first pitch ball upstairs. Jacksonville State, a team that made the NCAA tournament this year, went to Tuscaloosa as a 3 seed in the regional. A very good season for that Jack State squad. We've got a couple on the field here today from Jack State as Asmussen comes set, delivers the 1-0. Cash swings through the breaking pitch and makes it 1-1, evened up here in the bottom of the first inning.
Yeah, that was a good play by the pitcher there, understanding that you went up high, made him aware of the inside corner, and then also you just hit a breaking ball. Looks like it's going to be a fastball down the middle. Cash thought he was going to be able to hit it long, but unfortunately just couldn't get on top of it.
Here's the 1-1 as Cash lays off the outside pitch. It's Star Wars night here at the ballpark. Last night, Military Appreciation Night. All active and former military personnel with a valid ID get in the ballpark free. So that game, I think, going to be picked up on the 1st of July. I'll have to double check that, but I believe that's what I saw. Here's the 2-1 from Asmussen, and Cash sees it high for ball 3. First signs of this righty really slowing up at all here this evening so far. It's been 2 up and 2 strikeouts for the righty from Pitt. Cash digs in from the left-handed batter's box. First left-handed bat we've seen here tonight. 3 balls and 1 strike. Asmussen out of the stretch. Kicks and fires. Cash sees it across the knees for strike 2, and the count's all filled up.
Yeah, that's definitely one you want to take, though. It's kind of a lower ball. Looked like it was a little bit questionable, but Cash understood it. You've got a 3-1 count. You can take a ball and completely accept it, so that's exactly what he did.
Cash a triple and a home run along with 6 RBI this season. Does lead the team in strikeouts. This one is lifted high and deep to right field, all the way back to the track, and off the wall. Matt Cash with an extra base hit. He'll round second, go into third. The relay not going to be in time. It's a triple for Matt Cash, and the Flyboys have the first run of the day 90 feet away.
Absolutely phenomenal. We saw it just barely bounce off the wall. It was almost a goner. But just unfortunately, he couldn't get just a little bit. It looked like it was like 2 feet, and he would have been gone. That's still a great play. Great job getting contact, making this righty work early.
Second triple of the season for Matt Cash. That one, like you said, Derek, hit that 331-foot right field wall about midway, 3/4 of the way up, a couple more feet, a couple more reps on bench. That one might have went yard. Owen Tanuver, a guy who's went yard several times this season, now will step in from the cleanup spot. Tanuver on the season, 3 homers, 7 RBI for his team-leading slugging percentage of .686. He will foul that first pitch off and step back in behind in the count 0-1 with Matt Cash at third base.
Yeah, Tanover's got to be careful here. He doesn't want to get too anxious and swing at 3 straight pitches. He wants to just take this like any other bat. This is a great opportunity for the Flyboys to get on the board early.
You know, we talked about Greeneville getting off to that good start. Tanuver got off to the best start a human can possibly get off to as he fouls this one out of play. Get this, Derek. First 3 games of the season, he hit .500. He scored 6 runs. He would belt 3 home runs and drive in 6 of his 7 RBI on the season in those first 3 games. He had a homer in each of those first 3 games, and he would then he would go on to win the Appy League's First Player of the Week honor of the season. He had an 1802 OPS in the first 3 games, which is just incredible. The 0-2 slider misses away as Tanuver watches it for ball 1.
Yeah, Tanuver's got to be careful here. You know, he already reached on one, fouled it off. He did good, still getting contact. He almost reached on that one, too, as a check swing. He just didn't go over long enough to make it a strike.
So Tanuver down to his final strike. Flyboys threatening to score the game's first run. Tied scoreless here, bottom of 1. As Danville and Greeneville square off for the 3rd time this season. Asmussen delivers low and away, and Tanuver ties the count up 2-2. In the on-deck circle for Greeneville, it is Owen Ward. After the triple by Matt Cash, yields us our first base hit of the day for either side. Asmussen and this Danville pitching staff, best in the league by over 20 runs. They lead this league in runs allowed per game.
That's great work from Tanuver to get this count from an 0-2 count now to a full count. Now he's got to be cautious because the pitcher can play really whatever he wants to here. You cannot swing at a ball in the dirt or a ball over your head.
The setting sun continues to cast that shadow from this foul awning past the pitcher's mound as Tanuver steps into a full count. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Asmussen kicks and fires. Full count, swing and a miss. Flyboys get a triple here in the first inning, but Asmussen able to strike out the side. We stay tied scoreless as we move to the 2nd inning. This is Flyboys baseball on Greene Sports Zone.
In Greeneville, we blend beauty with Southern charm.
From sharp cuts to flawless color and perfect extensions, we make dream hair real.
As milkshake experts, we deliver exclusive treatments, glosses, and pro product advice. Finish your look with nails and waxing done with care.
Relax and recharge with our signature Japanese head spa.
Come experience the Main Brand difference. At the Main Brand Hair Company,
we wrangle your tangles!
Whether you ride, haul, or work, CNC has what moves you from dirt roads to job sites. We've got the gear to get you there. Hard-working equipment, helpful people, and honest advice. Whether you haul tools, toys, or livestock, CNC Custom Trailers has the equipment you need and the upgrades you want. CNC Custom Trailers, where you're more than just a customer, you're a neighbor.
For over 30 years, Tommie's Plumbing has been serving the Tri-Cities with a personal touch because we're not just plumbers, we're family. From simple faucet fixes to major plumbing repiping, we have the expertise to get it done right. We also specialize in water heater and tankless water heater installations, helping you find the perfect fit. Our technicians stand behind their work and leave your space spotless. Need a plumber who's fast, professional, and reliable? Call Tommie's Plumbing and let our family take care of yours.
Hello, welcome back here from ECU Field in Pioneer Park. Greeneville and Danville tied scoreless as we head to the 2nd inning as Matt Cash triple was all she wrote for the Flyboy offense as Danville starting pitcher Ben Asmussen would strike the side out retire the side with strikeouts there in the bottom of the first inning. So we turn the page. Top of the second inning, Jackson Irons will lead things off in all name lists. The Dallas Baptist redshirt freshman headed back to DBU here in the top of the second. So it's 0-1 after Irons sees a first pitch strike. Dylan Kirksey got off to a great start on the bump for the Greeneville Flyboys. He's back out there to start this second. Slider missing away here as Irons sees the count tied up 1-1.
Yeah, you don't see that slider that much right there, and it's a good thing to mix in all your pitches you can. You don't want to use that slider too many times because then the batters will not fall for it. But right there, that was a great pitch.
Hey, Kirksey on the season. Again, we told you, making his third start, 7 innings. He has struck out 6, but, man, that 2.57 ERA, it's the best mark on the team for a reason. He has been incredible as far as the starting pitcher is concerned. He has been everything the Flyboys have needed. We were fortunate enough to see him last week against Pulaski. Didn't have the best stuff in the world, but able to hold Pulaski until the bullpen came in. And when that bullpen came in, that's when things kind of went off the deep end for the Flyboys, so to speak. They really struggled in that pen with just location and walks. I think at one point in the 8th inning, they had walked or hit 9 batters. And so just stringing together that bullpen, I think, is going to be modus operandi tonight for the Flyboys. Just make sure they're throwing strikes. Here's the 2-2. This is driven right side on the ground and nicely scooped by Zawani, who makes his second nice defensive play of the ball game. That's out number 1.
Yeah, most definitely. And going back to what you said about the bullpen, most of the time you want to go to your bullpen and understand that it's going to be a lot harder for the batters to be able to hit the ball and get it down the field. But this time, like last Friday, the bullpen pretty much gave the game away, with all those hitters and everything. So you're hoping that this tonight is definitely going to be a better overall night for the bullpen.
1 out, nobody on. You talk about names. Far and away one of the better names that we'll see here tonight. Maximo Martinez here to see the first pitch from Dylan Kirksey. Steps in for the right-handed batter's box. First one is on the inside part of the plate, a fastball that misses the glove of Tenuver. Martinez, a Southern Cal Trojan, plays third base for this Otterbots team, a Trojan team going all the way to the Super Regionals in this year's national tournament. Eventually falling, though. Man, they've had some heartbreakers. They actually went to the Chapel Hill Super Regional and lost in that third game. A phenomenal showing this season for a USC ball club. Very storied with their success in their program's history and looking to get back to the top. And man, they did a really good job at just getting as far as they did this season. USC, a team to watch next year. Martinez digs in to see Kirksey. Has seen 2 straight balls to begin his at-bat, and a first strike on the inner half. It'll be a 2-1 count here for Kirksey, the Coppin State righty.
Yeah, they go 2 off-speed pitches to start at both balls, and this time he goes right down the middle fastball. It's a great change of pace that the pitcher is able to do.
So Kirksey out in front of Martinez, and missing high and in here for ball 3. Currently the USC Trojan, Martinez.
This is the first little bit of issue we've seen the starting pitcher for Greeneville have the entire game.
Kirksey going to come set, kick, fire the 3-1. It's swung on and missed by Martinez. The count will fill up 3-2 here. Martinez, a California native. He's from Hawthorne, California, the 20-year-old, just a sophomore at Southern Cal. Also a two-way player, so we might see him get on the mound later on tonight. Kirksey fires the payoff. It's lifted up softly right side of the infield. Zwani's called everybody off, and he'll glove it for out number 2. 5 up, 5 down to start this game for Dylan Kirksey, who's retired the first 5 bats in this Danville order.
Yeah, he's not went over too many pitches either. I'm not sure exactly what his pitch count is. But this is what you want to see for a Greeneville fan or a Greeneville player, is seeing your starting pitcher get out here and really take care of business. Don't make all these counts go to full counts. Don't make people get on base. Just take care of business like usual.
I tell you what, Robert Zwani has been nails over there at first base. 3 of the 5 putouts here in this ball game for Greeneville have come by way of the Bethune-Cookman first baseman. Some other games going on across the Appy League here tonight. Get you up to date on those, after this pitch. Breaking pitch over the plate for strike two, excuse me. So Kingsport's at Bluefield tonight. That game's scoreless in the top of the 4th inning. Burlington and Johnson City tied at 2 apiece in the top of 2. Elizabethton trails Pulaski 0-2. That game in Virginia, top of the 2nd inning of that contest. This is a strikeout looking to end Dylan Kirksey's inning. He's retired the side in 2 straight innings. We're still tied scoreless. Let's head to the home half. This is Flyboys baseball on Greene Sports Zone.
So why sit on the sidelines when you could be driving a brand new Chevrolet, GMC, or Cadillac from Bachman Bernard in Greeneville? Choose from the Silverado, Sierra, Terrain, Acadia, Equinox, Trax, Trailblazer, or Blazer. And wrap yourself in elegance and style while driving a Cadillac, Lyric, or the best vehicle on the planet, the Cadillac Escalade. So don't stumble, bumble, and fumble your way with other dealers. If we don't have it, we'll get it. Make the short trip to Bachman Bernard Chevrolet GMC Cadillac in Greeneville, where we will save you money.
For over 30 years, Tommie's Plumbing has been serving the Tri-Cities with a personal touch because we're not just plumbers, we're family. From simple faucet fixes to major plumbing repiping, we have the expertise to get it done right. We also specialize in water heater and tankless water heater installations, helping you find the perfect fit. Our technicians stand behind their work and leave your space spotless. Need a plumber who's fast, professional, and reliable? Call Tommie's Plumbing and let our family take care of yours.
At Heritage Community Bank, we offer local banking with local decisions. Stop by any of our 3 convenient locations and see how Heritage Community Bank can serve your need. From small business banking to personalized checking accounts with online and mobile capabilities, Heritage Community Bank can take care of all your banking needs. Visit us online at hcbonline.us, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Tonight's Game of the Week broadcast is driven by Bachman Bernard, proud title sponsor of our summer programming schedule. From dependable trucks to family-friendly SUVs, Bachman Bernard Chevrolet is committed to serving our community both on and off the field. So we tied scoreless as we head to the bottom of the 2nd inning. Dylan Kirksey, Ben Asmussen, a little bit of a pitcher's duel here early on. Kirksey has seen 6 Danville batters. He has retired 6 to begin this ball game. Derek, I'll ask, what's got to give here for this Flyboys offense against this stud righty?
Well, we saw what they was doing in that first inning, which was pretty decent. I mean, especially as they went on that inning, they was able to make that pitcher get into a 3-2 count, a 3-1 count, and make him have to throw strikes. When he threw strikes, they got hits. One was a foul ball straight to the right side. The other one was almost a home run if it just had a little bit of force to it over the wall. But, other than that, they're continuing to play their game plan. Do not chase those balls outside because that's what this pitcher wants. Just sit there, wait for the ball to be a strike, and then swing, make some contact.
Olin Ward going to lead things off here for the Flyboy Bats in the bottom of the 2nd inning. First offering from Asmussen is that's pretty hard. It's up in the zone as a swing and a miss from Ward. Ward, the sophomore from Central Alabama Community College this season, a .345 hitter, .424 on base, and a .941 OPS. Derek, it seems like every time we're reading off these offensive numbers, they're just super impressive. Plus 300 averages, getting on base at a over 40% clip, and OPS is above 900. Safe to say the offense has not been the issue early on this season for Greeneville.
Oh, no, most definitely. Not really for either side. It's just really, can you get your defense going? Right now, Greenville's been able to get their defense going early in this game. Now the question is, can you continuously do that throughout the rest of this game?
So Asmussen going to come set here, eyeing down Olin Ward. A nice slider there on the inside part of the plate. Dylan Kirksey has dealt well so far this evening. 6 outs recorded with his 6 batters faced. He's got a strikeout as well to show for it. Ruben Zwani's made 3 nice plays over there at first base. As you mentioned, Derek, that defense starting to come along well here in this early ball game. Here's the 1-2. Ward sees it off the outer edge, and Asmussen's got his 4th strikeout of the day. All 4 outs recorded for him have come by way of the K. Olin Ward becomes the 4th strikeout victim, and Levi Pender will step to the plate with 1 out and nobody on.
Yeah, that's just something that Greenville's got to understand what's going to happen. If you're down into a 0-2 count or something like that, you have a 2-strike hole, you're going to have to be able to at least foul tip that ball out and not let him just strike you out, because if he continues to do that, he's only going to get hotter.
Here's Levi Pender, a teammate of Olin Ward, also from Central Alabama CC. Pinder sees the first high for ball one. The freshman from Spanish Wells, Bahamas. Wouldn't be a bad place to live, would it be, Derek?
I'd be fine going there.
Well, he steps in here with an out, nobody aboard here with Ruben Zwanny in the on-deck circle. Ben Asmussen comes set, the Pitt Panther from the right-hand side. Kicks and fires. This one hooks in for a strike. No, excuse me, just off the plate for ball two. So Pinder enjoying a 2-0 count lead.
Exactly what Greenville's had to do. I've said it. I feel like I'm repeating myself, but it's truly what Greenville has to do is continuously just get ahead in that count, make the pitcher throw strikes, because we've seen what Greenville can do when the strikes are being made.
Pinder, 455 on base, a 346 hitter this season as he sees ball three coming inside. Has walked as many times as he has struck out this season.
That's pretty impressive.
Not a bad season so far for Pinder, though he is looking for just his second extra base hit of the season. The 3-0 is way outside, and Ben Asmussen has walked his first batter of the baseball game. It's Levi Pinder as he trots down the first base line.
Something I have noticed that Greenville's been able to do that defensively they don't have to worry about was their pitcher throwing too many pitches. These first two innings, they've made this pitcher throw a ton of pitches. Danville needs to figure out a way to get their pitcher to not throw as many pitches, because Greenville's right now has been able to get to this starter quickly, whether it be balls or just foul tips, make him have to throw a lot of pitches so they have to go to their bullpen early.
Well, you've got the strikeout stuff working for Asmussen, but he has allowed the triple, and now he has walked one for the two Flyboy base runners here today. First pitch breaking balls low on Zwanny as he jumps ahead 1-0. The Bethune-Cookman Wildcat, excuse me. Going to jump ahead 1-0 in the count. Zwanny, the benefactor of a couple excellent defensive plays early on so far today. On the season, Zwanny, a 333 hitter, a 10-11 OPS, another guy who's slugging north of 500 with a triple and a homer to go along with his 6 runs driven in. Or excuse me, I was looking at the wrong line. A homer with 5 runs batted in. Go along with a double. Asmussen comes set, delivers the 1-0. It's looked at outside by Zwanny, and he'll jump ahead 2-0 in the count. So of the last 6 pitches, of the last 7 pitches, 6 of them have gone for balls, and there will be a quick mound visit here with pitching coach Cal Davis and this Otterbot defense. Hey, some other things coming up. We talked to you about the Tusculum baseball hire. Guess what's coming up in 7 days, Derek Tarleton?
What's that?
The 5th annual Roots Award presented by Quality Trophy and Engraving. All of our local high school athletes going to be honored for their exceptional season. So all 14 of the sports under our umbrella, boys and girls sports each, and including some superlatives like male, female athlete of the year, coach of the year, team of the year. They will all be aired live next Friday night, 7 o'clock. We'll air it right here from the Greene Sports Zone Facebook and YouTube page. Tune in. You won't want to miss it. It is the best production we have put on all season long. The entire season culminates to next Friday night. Tune in. You can see some of your favorite players take home some hardware brought to you by Quality Trophy and Engraving. I'm going to tune in early, Derek.
Oh, I am too.
Zwanny launches this one. Say bye-bye. An absolute no-doubter off the grass hill beyond the left field wall. A 2-run blast, and the Flyboys lead it 2-0 in the blink of an eye. Ruben Zwanny, an absolute tank. Mr. Zwanny. Don't give anybody else those launch codes. 2-zip Flyboys.
Well, Danville's starting pitcher right now, what's his name again?
Asmussen.
Asmussen threw 6 straight balls. Walked their first batter, 2 balls to the Asmussen, and then immediately hits the home run because he was thinking, I just need to get a strike. So he tries to get a strike, and Greeneville makes him pay. Absolutely beautiful ball. And the left outfielder knew exactly where it was going.
Yeah.
He didn't even run.
He didn't even look behind him as Carson Ray digs in, flies the first one he sees in shallow right field. It's going to be caught easily by the right fielder of Danville. That's Callahan. And there's 2 outs and nobody on the second homer of the season for Zwanny, RBI number 6 and 7.
Well, something we talked about pregame. I don't know if we did it on live, but I know we talked about it as we were setting up, was Greenville's got to get to a start quickly and on fire. They got to get fast, because if they don't, Danville is a team that can carry you through the late innings. Immediately, bottom of the second, gets a 2-run out.
That's big. And it's really big, too, when you consider you scored just 2 runs in those 2 games against them in that first week of the season. So you know that confidence is already starting to build after you've matched your run total in the first 2 games here in just 2 innings.
Oh, yeah, most definitely. And I didn't watch that first round of games that they played, but I believe their defense must be playing a lot better as well.
Ben Asmussen running into some trouble here early on after a 2-run blast off the bat of Ruben Zwanny. Danny Wallace digs in. The Oklahoma State Cowboy will flare one foul off the netting right in front of us here. Excellent hospitality again. Thanks to Brandon Bouchard, GM of the Flyboys, again setting us up with a tremendous spot to call these games from throughout our summer broadcasting schedule. Appreciate him. Appreciate the entire Flyboys staff as well. For all the Flyboys games this season, Treffin Rexium, he'll cover the team for his play-by-play duties. You can watch all the games that we won't be streaming here on Greene Sports Zone on the Appy League website and the Greeneville Flyboys website as well. It's appyleague.com, and you can go to the Greeneville Flyboys page for every Greeneville Flyboy game this season. It's 0-2 for Danny Wallace as the Cowboy steps in. 2 outs, nobody aboard. The offering swung on and missed in the dirt and dropped third strike, but a tag, it won't matter. 5th strikeout of the day for Ben Asmussen, but a 2-run blast by Ruben Zwanny puts the Greeneville Flyboys ahead 2-zip. We head to the 3rd inning. This is Flyboys baseball on Greene Sports Zone.
Project needs power. Williams Electric Supply has it all. Find us in Bristol, Greeneville, Johnson City, and Kingsport. Our knowledgeable staff can help you with every wire, cable, switch, and electrical need. No one does electrical better. Williams Electric Supply. Your home needs lighting. Williams Electric Supply has it all. A showroom full of ideas for lighting your home for comfort. Find us in Bristol, Greeneville, Johnson City, and Kingsport for unique lighting and every perfect light fixture. No one does lighting better. Williams Electric.
Hey folks, it's Gateway Ford in Greeneville. Right now, everyone gets Ford employee pricing. The same deal Ford employees get. No games, no negotiation. Save maximum green in Greeneville today at Gateway Ford on Highway 11 East or at gatewayfordgreeneville.com. Save some green in Greeneville at Gateway Nissan, carrying on a 55-year tradition of doing business your way. Save thousands on Sentra, Rogue, Frontier, and more. Take the short drive to Gateway Nissan in Greeneville or online at gatewaynissangreeneville.com.
Well, he's just now joining us. Ruben Zwanny sent a baseball into orbit, the bottom of the 2nd inning. A home run that travels 411 feet, 99 miles an hour off the bat, and a 37-degree launch angle, which is just silly. Derek Tarleton, Matthew Palazzo saying hello, welcome back as we begin the top of the 3rd inning. Flyboys lead 2-0 on a Ruben Zwanny bomb. Good to see that offense getting going early on, especially against the league's best pitching staff.
Oh, yeah, most definitely. You know, the way that it immediately left the bat, we knew where it was going. The left fielder turned around and just watched it as it fall down. That was a beautifully hit ball, and it only made it better that they had a man on first.
It was just straight up, too. I mean, 37 degrees. You've got to really get behind a pitch to send it over the yard at 37 degrees. That's exactly what Ruben Zwanny did, and it's just impressive. Here comes Wyatt Shaw to lead off the inning for Danville, a 250 hitter with a 650 OPS here, 3 RBIs in his 7th game of the season. Limited action at the catcher position. Dylan Kirksey out for his 3rd inning of work. He has seen 6 batters. He has retired 6 batters. Flyboys defense and pitching has been, well, immaculate here today. They have been exceptional. Blanking the Otterbot bats have not allowed a hit either, as Kirksey has evaded 6 bats so far here today. Gets ahead early 0-2 on the Otterbot catcher. Wyatt Shaw digs in the left-hand side. Kirksey fires. It's away for ball 1, and it's 1-2.
Yeah, you like to see a lot of times your outfielders stand there and look like they are bored out of their minds. That means the pitcher is doing its work.
That's exactly right.
That is exactly what they want. The pitcher is doing a great job right now. We've only seen one ball really go to the outfield, and it was an easy catch. So overall, great stuff from the Greeneville pitcher so far.
Wyatt Shaw, the freshman from Cincinnati, Ohio. Valparaiso, where he's playing his college ball. Here's the 1-2 from Kirksey. Breaking pitch, and this one is hit well deep to right field. All the way back to make the grab. It's Owen Ward, and the Flyboys find out number 1 on a loud out to start the inning.
I'm starting to believe that announcer's curse, Matthew. As soon as I say the outfielders are bored, it goes long, and it looked like it had a chance to get over the wall. But overall, great fielding, because sometimes with that sunset sitting behind us, it could sometimes get in your way and you can't see the ball. But luckily, he had enough strong sunglasses where he could see that ball and make the catch.
That left field flagpole has kind of stayed dormant throughout this one. We're expecting gusts up to 12 miles an hour, but wind certainly hasn't played much of a factor so far here today. That's an excellent grab by Olin Ward, though, like you said. Finally getting some action for him out in deep right field. The 0-0 to Michael Callahan is upstairs for ball 1. And Callahan, the Missouri State Bear, will jump ahead early 1-0. Missouri State, another one of those teams, much like Jacksonville State, really good season this year in the NCAA tournament. Fell a little bit flat when they got there, but tremendous season for his college team. And for those following the college baseball world, of course, the World Series final beginning tomorrow with Oklahoma and North Carolina. Missouri State, certainly one of those feel-good stories throughout the course of this season. Michael Callahan, the right fielder, set to face Kirksey here, the 1-1. Hooked in and driven high into the sky, left field. Moving back is Wallace, and he'll camp underneath and make the grab for out number 2. Can of corn for out number 2. And the Flyboys have retired the first 8 Otterbot batters of the day.
Yeah, that was a missile. Problem was it was straight up.
Yeah.
It wasn't. It didn't have any distance.
Yeah.
Straight up, left fielder really had plenty of time to get under that ball. The only
kind
issue,
of the same launch angle as that Zwanny homer, too.
Exactly. The only issue that left fielder would have had not catch that ball is if a bird would have flew and hit the ball. But overall, great catch.
Kirksey kicks, fires the first offering on Caleb Ricks for a strike at the knees. Ricks, the Irishman from Notre Dame, out in center field today for the Otterbot defense, batting in the 9-hole. Caleb Ricks batting just 143 on this season. He has struck out 15 times. That leads this Danville team. He's the only player who struck out in double figures. This is flared to right center. Moving back is Ward. It's going to find the gap. One hop the wall, and on the track, Ward will relay it in. Ricks standing up for the double. It's his first double of the season, just his second base hit. The Otterbots get their first knock of the day thanks to Caleb Ricks.
Yeah, he had his wheels spinning. As soon as he hit that, he knew the outfielders wasn't going to get there. Immediately took the turn from first, lost his helmet going to second. Very great ball hit, and unfortunately it just lands in one of those what I call no-go zones, where you don't want the ball to go because no outfielder can get there in time.
So that's the first base runner of the day for Danville. First allowed by Dylan Kirksey, the Coppin State righty, set to face Austin Hawk now as the lineup turns over. Hawk grounded out to second base his first time up to start this ball game. First offering is away for ball 1, and Hawk will enjoy a 1-0 count lead. Pretty good showing today at the ballpark, a Friday night ball game, Star Wars themed night as well. We see some stormtroopers walking around, saw Mandalorian throw out the first pitch, which is pretty cool. The 1-0 to Hawk is lifted up into right center. Similar spot as the last, similar result. It's going to one-hop, take the track, and being waved into score from second base, it is Carson Ricks. And Danville has cut this Greeneville lead in half. It's 2-1, a Flyboys.
Yeah, it went exactly the same way that the last ball that got hit did. Unfortunate, though, because now Greeneville's pitchers got to understand, do not let them get in your head. Do not let them make this an inning that is going to hurt you. Just continuously play your game like you have throughout the entire game except these last 2 batters.
Austin Hawk's 5th double of the season. Came in with a 1286 OPS, over 400 batter. He's slugging a 750, which is mind-boggling. He's standing at second base now. after driving in Danville's first run of the game. They get their first 2 hits in back-to-back spots in the order as it turns over. Kirksey pumps in a first pitch fastball low, and Judson Hartwell will jump ahead quickly 1-0.
That kind of makes me understand why he hit that ball so far in a perfect place with the slugging being that high.
Yeah. Yeah, did not look at those stats the first time he walked up to the plate. That is impressive.
Yeah.
Here's Kirksey looking to limit the damage as Hartwell grounds one foul. 1-1, the count now tied. Tell you about Judson Hartwell's season. If we can ever find his line. There it is. This is his 4th bat of the season. Has been in just 2 games for the Danville Otterbots so far, so not a huge sample size to pull from. Hartwell flew out to left to right, his last time up as Kirksey going to try a pickoff here, nothing doing. World Cup action today. U.S. victorious over Australia 2-0. Now, he's our soccer analyst. He's our soccer specialist here on Greene Sports Zone. He and Brian Staten both. They've got all the wealth of knowledge behind their heads. So I'm not even going to begin to act like I knew what I was watching. I just knew we won 2-0, and that's pretty good. We're moving on past the group stage now.
Oh, yeah, most definitely. And I actually learned all that I know from Brian. So, two minds thinking the same. But overall, U.S. played a great first half, struggled the second half, but no goal scored. It was their first shutout since September against Japan. Did you know that, Matthew?
Wow, I did not. Hartwell going to fly this one foul. It's past the awning. First shutout since September.
Yeah.
Man.
That was when they started turning it around and started getting some wins to place in the World Cup.
Have another game going on right now in World Cup action. It's Morocco and Scotland currently. Morocco leading 1-0 in the 82nd minute. Still to come today, Brazil and Haiti later on tonight. Brazil, one of those good teams, too. They're one of the short favorites, huh? This is granted a Brumbaugh is going to throw across nicely for out number 3. So Danville gets an RBI double from their leader in doubles in Austin Hawk, and they cut it to a 2-1 lead for this Greeneville Flyboys squad. We head to the bottom of the 3rd inning as you listen to and watch Flyboys baseball on Greene Sports.
At Heritage Community Bank, we offer local banking with local decisions. Stop by any of our 3 convenient locations and see how Heritage Community Bank can serve your need. From small business banking to personalized checking accounts with online and mobile capabilities, Heritage Community Bank can take care of all your banking needs. Visit us online at hcbonline.us, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Hey folks, it's Gateway Ford in Greeneville. Right now, everyone gets Ford employee pricing. The same deal Ford employees get. No games, no negotiation. Save maximum green in Greeneville today at Gateway Ford on Highway 11 East or at gatewayfordgreeneville.com. Save some green in Greeneville at Gateway Nissan, carrying on a 55-year tradition of doing business your way. Save thousands on Sentra, Rogue, Frontier, and more. Take the short drive to Gateway Nissan in Greeneville or online at gatewaynissangreeneville.com.
Well, a pair of doubles for the Otterbots offense as they cut into the Flyboy lead. Now a 2-1 Greeneville lead as the offense head to the plate here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Otterbots and Flyboys. Ben Asmussen, Dylan Kirksey. Pretty good starts for the 2 of them as the Flyboys lineup will turn over for the first time. Brian Williams, who struck out his first time up, will look for redemption against the right-handed pitcher from Pitt.
Looking for a good bounce-back inning here for the Flyboys. After allowing that one run doesn't end the game, but it does make you have to want to score some more points, get a little bit of breathing room. So if one of your pitchers from the bullpen or your starting pitcher in Kirksey struggles a little bit more, they have a little bit of breathing room where they can struggle just a little bit.
Yeah, for sure. It's a far cry whenever you're pitching with a 2-run lead versus a 1-run lead. Definitely saw that last time we were out here at the park a Friday ago. Hey, got plenty of promotions coming up on the horizon here from ECU Field and Pioneer Park. Coming up tomorrow, some fireworks, so get ready. It's UT Dark Mode night. Not exactly sure what that entails, but I know there's fireworks after the game, so I may just be coming on my day off, Derek, and just catching the game. Should be a fun time. Bring the family out for tomorrow night, fireworks, and then Father's Day on Sunday. Happy early Father's Day for all of you dads out there. You're doing a great job. But Dad's Day on this Sunday here at the ballpark. They're also going to do a T-shirt giveaway for Father's Day as well. And the next big promotion, and you kind of turn the page, Derek. It's shocking to realize that 4th of July is that next big promotion on the schedule. Head turned inside by Brian Williams Jr. That one just barely missed him. But so this 3-game stretch against Danville, that's this Friday, Saturday, Sunday series. You'll have a 3-game road trip to Bluefield. You're at Burlington, and then you take the break for that national team stripes game against the USA Collegiate national team. And then you're at Burlington again. You're at Johnson City. You don't return home after this Sunday until July 1st when you'd have a Wednesday, Thursday game against Johnson City and Elizabethton. And then, of course, that Saturday is July 4th against Elizabethton. So after this weekend, you're off. You're on the road for an entire week.
Yeah, that's got to be a little bit tough, especially having to travel throughout the entire week. You know, baseball is a little bit different than some other sports. You got football, you travel for a week. That means you get just play 2 days. You know, you travel a week and then go home. But for baseball, you're traveling almost every other game. It makes it a lot more difficult just to understand where you're at, get your legs under you and everything else. Greenville's going to have a tough time in that.
Williams Jr. sees the count filled up 3-2. Ben Asmussen kicks and fires. Payoff pitch is lifted up, out of play.
That might have just hit my truck. As high as that went. That was flying way out there. If he would have got any forward momentum on it, that thing might have cleared the large scoreboard out there.
So after fouling off the 6th pitch of the at-bat, Williams Jr. going to dig back in from the right-hand side. Struck out his first time up against Asmussen, who settles here and gets ready to toss in. Payoff pitch number 2, a half swing. This one flared into the seats. Someone's going to go home with a souvenir. And the crowd loves it. Fan actually caught it. That was impressive stuff.
Yeah, that wasn't a pop-up. That was a pretty much line drive kind of hit.
Brian Williams Jr. They count 3-2. Asmussen fires. It's low, and Brian Williams Jr. works a walk on 8 pitches. That's a great AB from your leadoff man.
Absolutely. Exactly the way you want to start this inning. You know, we was talking about it. Get a fast inning going. Get some points up. What better way to do it than put, I would say, one of the fastest players that's going to be on this field today on the first base.
Well, he's tied for the team lead in stolen bases with 5 on the year. He's walked now 10 times. That leads the team. And he continues to improve on that impressive OBP of 467. Williams on the base pass over at first as Carson Brumbaugh steps to the plate. The Arkansas transfer, Derek, will be playing for the team that's in the College World Series final, Oklahoma Sooners, next season in, I want to say Stillwater. Norman, yeah. First offering is away for the future Sooner. Boomer. Brumbaugh. Good. I'm glad to have you back, Derek, man. We missed you up here in the booth. Good to have you back.
Thanks.
Glad the soccer season went well.
I'm glad I'm back.
This is a very uncomfortable looking Asmussen on the pickoff move. He sails the throw past first, and it allows Williams Jr. to take first. It looked like Asmussen fell on his way turning around to pick off to first, and definitely some miscommunication there with the first baseman, Jackson Irons. Ben Asmussen, though, very I called it uncomfortable, but it was just awkward the way that he spun around to throw to first base. It allows Williams Jr. to advance an extra 90.
Yeah, the whole thing looked awkward. From the pitcher turning around to the first baseman trying to catch it. Brian Williams Jr. probably could have stole third, but he hesitated and then almost got out at second. The whole thing looked a little bit awkward, but Brian Williams Jr. does advance.
That's our first error of the day, and it's on the pitcher, Ben Asmussen. Carson Brumball still at the plate here with a man in scoring position now. It's Brian Williams Jr. Ben Asmussen out of the stretch, settles, kicks and fires. Flyboys going to steal third here. What a jump and what a stolen bag by Brian Williams Jr. 6th of the year, and that was impressive. Read it like a book on his way to third base.
Yeah, he most definitely did. You could tell he was sitting up there kind of antsy at second, and as soon as Asmussen turned and started throwing the ball to the batter, he just jumped immediately. That is what I was talking about when I said he is a dangerous player and one of the fastest players on this field.
Well, now he's 90 feet away from scoring the Flyboys' third run of the day. Brumbaugh digs in from the right-hand side to face Asmussen, who kicks and sends it in low for ball 3, and Brumbaugh jumps out to a 3-0 count lead.
Asmussen, to me, does not look very comfortable on the mound right now. He looks like he's second-guessing every decision he makes. I'm noticing him with the ball in his hand. He's sitting there and changing pitches, looks like, multiple times, trying to find that one pitch to get him to swing. So on a 3-0 count, it's not the worst thing in the world to send him to first base, but you definitely do not want the batter to put a ball in play here and get Brian Williams Jr. home.
You're definitely expecting fastball. Asmussen's fastball that reaches up and touches 90. Looking to avoid that walk, though, on Brumbaugh and be the second walk of the inning for him. A check swing and a strike called on the outer edge on Carson Brumbaugh.
Yeah, Brumbaugh knew exactly what he did as soon as he check swinged it. You could tell immediately. He jumped and turned and just knew he should not have swung at that ball because he would have been on first base.
90 miles an hour on the radar gun on the 3-0 fastball. Williams Jr. at third. Brumbaugh swings and hits this one into shallow center. It's a single, and the Flyboys lead it 3-1 on the Brumbaugh single. Oh, wait, he's going to take second. What a play. A heads-up play on the base pass by Carson Brumbaugh. It is a double, and the Flyboys have taken an extra run on their lead. They lead it 3-1 thanks to Carson Brumbaugh.
Yeah, that was a great hit by Brumbaugh. Right over the shortstop's head. Couldn't get it. Bounces in the outfield. Too close to the shortstop to make the outfielders really have a chance to get it. And they was kind of slacking a little bit. You know, they kind of jogged thinking that Brumbaugh was going to stop at first. Brumbaugh said, no, I'm not stopping. I'm going to keep going, and was able to beat the throw at second.
His second double on the season, his 6 RBI, and he's in scoring position now for Matt Cash of Jacksonville State, who steps up with still no outs here in the bottom of the third inning. Ben Asmussen kicks and fires out of the stretch, a half swing by Cash over top of strike number 1. He's been able to throw that curveball early on in counts and fare pretty well. He's started behind on just 2 batters here throughout 3 innings of play as Asmussen. If you remember, he struck out the side in the first inning. He struck out 2 in the second. But here lately has struggled a little bit with that location, so it's good to see him get back ahead early if you're Danville's pitching staff and pitching coaches. Cash sees one low and inside. Ball 1. Flyboys, by the way, looking to get back to 500 on this season. They're 5-6. Time for the top spot in the Appy League West. This Danville Otterbots team, they are the best team by metrics in the Appalachian League. They lead the league in run differential with plus 27. The next closest, plus 12, and it's Pulaski, which is just, it's kind of foreign to think about that when you look down last week after Cash singles into center field, waved around to score. It's Brumbaugh, and the Flyboys have doubled its lead here in the bottom of the third inning.
What a way to answer back from that top third inning. Top of the third, looked like Danville was going to bring it back in. You know, they had an opportunity to tie the game. It was 1-2, and now all of a sudden Greeneville's putting that away, giving a little bit of separation like we mentioned at the start of this half inning.
4-1 Flyboys, thanks to the Jacksonville State Gamecock. And looks like Danville is going to go for a pitching change here. The Otterbots pitching coach Kyle Davis, longtime San Diego State skipper Mark Martinez, the head coach of this Danville Otterbots squad. And it looks like the Otterbots will make the call to the pin, so we'll take the break, come back, tell you about the new Otterbot arm, when we continue. Flyboys take a 4-1 lead. You're listening and watching Happy League Baseball here on Greene Sports Zone.
Marathon Quick Stop Markets, you'll find a company that realizes that our customers are our biggest assets. We are a locally owned company, proud to serve our community. So we do everything with you in mind. We clean and sanitize our stores, provide a well-lit, monitored area to keep you and your family safe. You can always expect a friendly staff and a large selection of products with weekly specials. Stop in at a nearby Marathon Quick Stop Market today.
Hey there and welcome back. Hope you're enjoying your Friday end of the work week. It's 4-1 Flyboys, and the Otterbots are making a call to the pen. They'll send in a new arm on the mound here after Ben Asmussen is chased from the game here in the bottom of the third inning. In his stead, it'll be Asher Goss, the 5'11", 185-pound right-handed pitcher from Florence Darlington Tech Junior College out of South Carolina. The sophomore is from Gray Court, South Carolina. Love it. Love the state. Love the Palmettos. Love the beaches there in South Carolina. We'll see what Asher has as he comes in. He's the first reliever used on the day for this Danville pitching staff. I'll tell you about his line in just a moment here. 1-0 win-loss record, a 7.71 ERA in his 2 1/3 work so far. Opponents batting .300 against the righty from South Carolina. 3 hits, 2 runs allowed. He has struck out 4, and he has walked 2 in his making his third appearance of the season here, all coming in relief for this Otterbot staff.
Yeah, something we talked about pregame was, can Greeneville get their starting pitcher out early? And that's exactly what they did.
Oh, this one's going to come in and hit Tenouver. The first pitch thrown by Asher Goss, and it will allow Tenouver to move to first. Results in runners on first and second now. Still nobody out in the bottom of the third inning, with the Flyboys leading 4-1.
And, that's something we saw a lot last week as well. As soon as the reliever came in, their first couple of pitches was wild, whether it be way outside to where the catcher couldn't catch it or hit a player. That's something that 3 teams that I've watched so far needs to clean up.
Well, you're talking about a Danville team, the best pitching staff in the league, allowing just 4.7 runs per game. Well, Flyboys are already at 4 here, and we're not even through 3 innings. Swing and a miss from Olin Ward on the first offering. That's the first strike from Asher Goss. A Danville team coming in much better at home than they are on the road. Just a 1-2 team on the road traveling. Greeneville, meanwhile, in just their 4th home game of the season, they are 1-2 in those prior contests. Strike called on the outer edge there for Olin Ward. 0-2 here's Olin Ward sets to step back in. You ever met Olin before, Derek?
No, I can't say that I have.
Not sure I can say either. Well, here's our first. Olin Ward, the sophomore from Saraland, Alabama. The 0-2s couldn't be scooped up, and both runners will advance after the wild pitch thrown by Asher Goss. Flyboys with 2 in scoring position as they look to build upon this 3-run lead.
Everything has went Greeneville's way so far in this inning. This first at-bat right here is actually the first time this entire half inning that Greeneville's actually been down in the count and struggling a little bit.
That's exactly right. They've just been able to piece stuff together, like you said, Derek, and I was talking to the Flyboys play-by-play guy before the game. They've struggled to just string things together. They lead the league in hits, but they have just not been able to put enough hits together in order to bring in enough runs, as we see Olin strike out there. 2 men on here with with 1 out, golly. And now it will be, looks like Levi Pinder after a walk to start the inning by Brian Williams Jr. as an RBI double by Carson Brumbaugh, an RBI single by Matt Cash would follow. A hit by a pitch and a strikeout later, and Levi Pinder steps to the plate here for a second time today.
Had to move out of the way a little bit there on that first pitch.
Pinder, who walked his first time, looking to get on board for a second time today. He's got a couple of ducks on the pond. He has driven in 4 runs this season as Goss kicks and fires. Goss is living high velo as well. He's got some juice on that fastball. The four-seamer who reaches up and touches 95. That one was off the plate there for ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes here for the Flyboy third baseman. Goss delivers. It's flared back and off the netting. 2-2 here for Pinder.
Yeah, one thing that Goss is doing with him throwing those fast of a pitch and a fastball, it's making these batters really tough. You're going to have to take away your step. You're going to have to shorten your swing a little bit because there's no way you're going to get on top of these balls and get a great hit if you're going to do your normal slow, step and then swing your bat. You're going to have to cut something down to be able to get on top of this ball.
It's kind of surprising. Opposing bats batting .300 against Goss, and he's thrown some gas so far, but it's shocking to see a guy with stuff like that with a 7.71 ERA.
Well, something I have noticed, Matthew, is he does throw fireballs like coming out of his hands, but the placement's not there. It's all over the place. It's up, down, left, right. If he can get that placement down, he'll be a great pitcher.
He misses on the 85-mile-an-hour slider there, and the 3-1 is belted back foul on the ground off the bat of Levi Pinder. Flyboys, Otterbots interlocked in battle, a battle of the 2 top teams in their respective divisions, and the Flyboys currently lead by 3.
Did you say 81-mile-an-hour slider?
85 on the slider,
wow.
Actually. Yeah, that's pretty shocking.
We got the mascot right next to us, Matthew.
We do have. I think Flyboys were just recently putting out applications for Ace, too, so looks like they filled it. Got Ace up and moving today, and the bases are loaded after a 5-pitch walk to Levi Pinder, his second walk of the afternoon.
Now the question is, Greeneville has 1 out. You can afford to get a pop fly, a sacrifice fly out. Do not go into a double play. Do not hit a ground ball and get a double play here. That's the last thing Greeneville needs.
Well, look who we got up to the plate. Ruben Zawani, whose last pitch seen went 411 feet over the left field wall. 99 off the bat. It drove in the first 2 runs of the ball game. Ruben Zawani's second homer of the season. Can he replicate that success? The first pitch, and he was looking to take the cover off the ball there, and it will be an 0-1 count here as he was chasing 95 high in the zone.
Yeah, he made that bat fly. He actually was ahead of the pitch, surprisingly, with Goss pitching to him. He's ready to make this thing fly dead straight center field and get a nice grand slam.
I'd probably be swinging like that, too, if my last swing went a country mile. Swing and a miss here for Zawani as Goss took some off of it for strike 2.
Yeah, he's got to be a little smart here. You don't want to reach for anything. That time, the first pitch was right in the zone. The second pitch was way low, below his knees. You just cannot reach for something like that, especially against a pitcher that can light you up with the speed.
Zawani takes some time, steps back in. 7 RBI on the season. You got an opportunity for a couple more here. 0-2, down at the knees for strike 3 looking. And Asher Goss has come in. Has hit 1, has walked 1, but has struck out 2, and is a out away from getting Danville out of this third inning jam.
Yeah, this is a jam. You would like to see Carson Ray here just get a ball in play, get a couple more points before the inning is over. Really secure your lead.
Carson Ray steps to the plate. One of just 5 high school seniors on this year's Flyboys roster. It's up and in on the first offering. Fortunately for Danville, it doesn't get very far, and Shaw's able to pick it up without allowing a run to score.
I'm not sure. I thought that hit him from the way it looked. It looked like it was a 93-mile-an-hour slider. If that hits you right in the face, that would hurt a little bit, I think.
I'd venture to say would not care for that too much. 1 ball, no strikes here with 2 outs in the bottom of the third inning. Flyboys have plated a pair of runs in the last 2 innings, as Carson Ray dances out of the way of another fastball in.
Yeah, Carson Ray, understanding that he is making you feel it inside. I would look out for something outside here. Definitely can get on top of something if it comes on the outside corner of the plate.
Goss sends one in, and it's fouled back off the bat of Ray. They're on no-hitter watch from Bluefield. They're currently blanking the Kingsport Axemen through 5 innings. Just one combined hit through 5 innings between the Axemen and the Ridge Runners in Bluefield. You've got Johnson City taking a 7-5 lead on Burlington, top 4. And Pulaski has opened up a can on Elizabeth, and they lead at 8-1. Pulaski has been really good here in the last 2 weeks of the season after starting off slow. Carson Ray, now 3 balls and 1 strike here. Big opportunity on his hands. 2 outs, bases loaded. Goss delivers inside, left, just off for what we had as ball 4, and Carson Ray eventually will see. Yeah, that's ball 4. That's a free bag. A bases loaded walk, and the Flyboys lead 5-1.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he was a little confused on the count there, but that was definitely ball 4. And I was going to say he needed to take there because you're up 3-1. You have there's no reason to try to hit it into a double play, take and see what happens. And that time it was just inside. And now the Flyboys get another one, and they have a potential to get a walk again because the bases are still loaded.
Well, in steps Danny Wallace. After a bases loaded walk, makes it 5-1 Greeneville. Wallace, the freshman from Oklahoma State, the La Vista, Nebraska native. Still a bases loaded situation here for these Flyboys bats. Here's the 1-0. It's chipped foul behind him. Star Wars night tonight from ECU Field in Pioneer Park. Good crowd on hand. Expecting a big crowd for tomorrow, the first fireworks ball game of the season for the 5th home game of the summer for the Greeneville Flyboys. Bring the family out. If not tomorrow, for Father's Day on Sunday, treat Dad. They're doing a T-shirt giveaway here at Eastman Credit Union Field. The 1-1 bounced off the foul netting all the way back onto the playing surface. A 5-1 Greeneville lead. Danville allows less than 5 runs per game. Greeneville has already collected 5 here without the 3rd inning being over. Can they add on more here in the 3rd? Therein lies the question.
We talked about it. Danville not being the best offensive team, but a great defensive team. And you have a great defensive team and a great offensive team in Greeneville going head-to-head. What's going to break? Right now, Greeneville is piling on Danville.
The 1-2 is lifted high in the sky, left side. It's going to be in play, and it is eventually dropped by the 3rd baseman. It falls in fair grounds. 2 runs come in to score for Greeneville, and the Flyboys will take a 7-1 lead on a bad time mistake by Danville.
It really did not look like Danville had that seen at all. I believe it was the 3rd baseman for Danville. He was chasing it down across the foul line, and then every so slightly was taking steps backwards, and then it lands about 3 foot behind him, and he falls. That's a big error for Danville, a great break for Greeneville, as now they got runners on the corners, and they're able to put 2
Yeah,
more
that's
up.
big time for Greeneville, and we talked about a 2-run lead being so much when you compare it to that 1-run lead. You feel pretty good about yourself now leading by 6 going into this next inning.
Oh, yeah, most definitely. But if you're Greeneville, do not take your foot off the gas. Continue to pile it on because you never know. In baseball, 1 inning can change everything.
So they're going to rule it a single off the bat of Danny Wallace. I don't think it touched the glove of 3rd baseman Maximo Martinez. I feel bad for Maximo. That happened to him on his watch. But, hey, Greeneville takes a 7-1 lead because of it here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. A single by Danny Wallace in the lineup will turn over. Brian Williams Jr. due up for a 3rd time today. Leads the team in walks drawn. He walked his last time up.
You know, it's a pretty good day when your 3rd showing is on the 3rd inning.
For sure, yeah. Goss missing inside there. Yeah, he's had an at-bat in each inning so far. Pretty good day at the office, like he said. 2 outs, runners at the corners here. Goss comes set atop the hill. The righty spins one in. It's outside, and the Flyboy is going to take second base as Danny Wallace will scoot over to second First stolen bag of the season for Danny Wallace. And the Flyboys will put 2 in scoring position after the ball missing away. 1-2 count for Brian Williams Jr. Asher Goss has come in and put up a couple of runs. This is lifted foul. I don't believe it's going to be playable, and it won't be. It's into the courtyard.
We was talking about it pregame, Matthew. Greeneville coming in with a little bit of revenge. I think it's safe to say through these 3 innings, they've had that revenge on their mind.
For sure. I mean, we consider a team that scored 2 runs the first 2 times you played this Danville team. You had just 11 hits. You're halfway there through just 3 innings, and you've already tripled your run total. A strikeout going to leave 2 men on, but damage done for the Flyboy offense. 5 runs here in the bottom of the second. They lead at 7-1. This is Flyboys baseball on Greene Sports Zone.
In Greeneville, we blend beauty with Southern charm.
From sharp cuts to flawless color and perfect extensions, we make dream hair real.
As milkshake experts, we deliver exclusive treatments, glosses, and pro product advice. Finish your look with nails and waxing done with care.
Relax and recharge with our signature Japanese head spa.
Come experience the main brand difference.
At the Main Brand Hair Company,
We wrangle your tangles.
Whether you ride, haul, or work, CNC has what moves you from dirt roads to job sites. We've got the gear to get you there. Hard-working equipment, helpful people, and honest advice. Whether you haul tools, toys, or livestock, CNC Custom Trailers has the equipment you need and the upgrades you want. CNC Custom Trailers, where you're more than just a customer, you're a neighbor. Whether you ride, haul, or work, CNC has what moves you from dirt roads to job sites. We've got the gear to get you there. Hard-working equipment, helpful people, and honest advice. Whether you haul tools, toys, or livestock, CNC Custom Trailers has the equipment you need and the upgrades you want. CNC Custom Trailers, where you're more than just a customer, you're a neighbor.
Big third inning for the Flyboys. You take a 6-run lead, 5 runs on 3 hits, 2 left on base there in that third inning. Funny enough, Danville actually struck out the side. Derek, of the 9 outs they've recorded, the Danville pitching staff has gotten 8 strikeouts, yet they trail by 6, and they have also allowed 5 free passes with 4 walks and a hit by pitch. Couple that with an error last inning. It was an inning to forget for Danville, and it was an inning to really take the lead and hopefully establish some early game dominance here for Flyboys, who, like you said, are looking to get some revenge. 0-1 swung on by Davis Perkins. Dylan Kirksey has been excellent so far for Greeneville. Has allowed just 2 hits, has allowed 1 run. Ran into some trouble late last inning with those 2 base hits for Danville being their first of the ball game. But other than that, has looked near perfect. This is grounded to the shortstop. Brumbaugh makes the throw. He's played a really good shortstop this season for Greeneville. That is evidence of it. And there's 1 out recorded here in the top of the 4th.
Yeah, he was talking about it. Last inning, Greeneville runs into a little bit of trouble, allowing a run, potentially getting another one up. It did not, thankfully, based on their defensive play. But you can get into a little bit of trouble now. Now you have some breathing room. You don't want to just lob the ball in there into the strike zone, but you also have a little bit of breathing room. You can kind of play your game and play what's comfortable to you.
You're Jackson Irons from Dallas Baptist, and this kid hits it right to Brumbaugh for out number 2. That one didn't take long. On the first pitch of the at-bat, Flyboys have seen 2. They've retired 2 here at the top of the 4th.
Yeah, that's something right now their starting pitcher really has no issue with. If you're going to give me these very short at-bats, it gives me a lot more time to be able to play in the game, and that's exactly what Greeneville wants. If Danville wants a shot in this game, they're going to have to get the starting pitcher out.
I think you asked about it earlier, about Kirksey's pitch count. I'll get to it after this pitch thrown to Maximo Martinez. After that pitch, he has thrown 40, and he's not even out of the 4th. He's almost out of the 4th inning, He's averaging nearly 10 pitches per inning. That one, well, that will certainly play. That's excellent stuff from Dylan Kirksey. And of those 40, 31 have been strikes. So that's pretty good. Over 75% strike percentage.
I think I would take that percentage any day of the week, especially, 40 pitches. When you think about baseball and pitching, I always think about 10 to 12 pitches per inning. That's a really good pitcher at that point. And right now, he's sitting around that 10 to 12 range. That's exactly what you want to see.
Here's Maximo Martinez. As he'll see one low strikeout looking. And Dylan Kirksey retires the side. Flyboys are flashing it. 7-1, they lead it. We head to the home half. This is Flyboys baseball on Greene Sports Zone.
In Greeneville, we blend beauty with Southern charm.
From sharp cuts to flawless color and perfect extensions, we make dream hair real.
As milkshake experts, we deliver exclusive treatments, glosses, and pro product advice. Finish your look with nails and waxing done with care.
Relax and recharge with our signature Japanese head spa.
Come experience the main brand difference.
At the Main Brand Hair Company,
We wrangle your tangles.
Whether you ride, haul, or work, CNC has what moves you from dirt roads to job sites. We've got the gear to get you there. Hardworking equipment, helpful people, and honest advice. Whether you haul tools, toys, or livestock, CNC Custom Trailers has the equipment you need and the upgrades you want. CNC Custom Trailers, where you're more than just a customer, you're a neighbor.
For over 30 years, Tommie's Plumbing has been serving the Tri-Cities with a personal touch because we're not just plumbers, we're family. From simple faucet fixes to major plumbing repiping, we have the expertise to get it done right. We also specialize in water heater and tankless water heater installations, helping you find the perfect fit. Our technicians stand behind their work and leave your space spotless. Need a plumber who's fast, professional, and reliable? Call Tommie's Plumbing and let our family take care of yours.
Hey there, welcome back. Danville and Greeneville. Let's head to the bottom of the fourth inning. Things going swimmingly for Greeneville thus far. Dylan Kirksey has dealt. He's allowed just 2 hits, 1 run. As Greeneville Flyboys offense, they've been opportunistic, let's call it that way, as they chased the Danville starter from the game there in the third inning, and they would plate 5 there to take this 7-1 lead. Derek Tarleton, what have you liked about this Greeneville team thus far?
So far, they're taking advantage of everything Danville gives them, offensively and defensively. Defensively, if they're going to hit a line drive at you, you're going to catch it. If they're going to hit a pop-up, you're going to catch it. The pitcher for Greeneville, he's able to get control of that game and strike them out completely. For the offense, you was talking about it, they struck out the side, and yet Greeneville still scored 5 points in that last inning. That's amazing to see. They're taking advantage of the Danville issues and errors, and that's really working in Greenville's favor.
Here's Carson Brumbaugh, one of the more talented persons on this roster this year. A 375 hitter, a 962 OPS. He's taken his talents to Oklahoma next season. Oklahoma, of course, starting their College World Series final tomorrow against North Carolina. That game, I'll get the exact time. I think it starts at 8 Eastern, which is pretty late for a game one in a World Series final. But we'll get to that here in just a second. Plenty of prognostication on the way. No, 3 o'clock, tomorrow. 3 o'clock in the afternoon, Oklahoma and North Carolina. Game 1 of the Men's College World Series Championship Final. Sooners definitely the hottest team in the country right now. They have been a very fun story to watch this postseason. Derek, one of the more interesting stats that I heard, we'll get to it after this pitch, is Goss delivers a slider. Brumbaugh pokes it opposite field, bouncing to the first baseman. PFP. I mean, my goodness, what an incredible play there by Asher Goss. Pitcher fielding practice. Good toss there. It's 3-1 on the putout.
Yeah, it kind of concerned me there for a second. I saw Goss, when he caught that ball, he landed on the base. And when he did, it kind of looked like his knee bent a little weird. But he's walking perfectly fine. That was a great play, defensive play by Danville. And that is what you would expect when you hear all the defensive accolades they have in this league.
So 1 out, nobody aboard here as Matt Cash steps to the plate. So far today, a triple and an RBI single. That'll play. But here's the stat that I was going to get to, Derek. Going into the NCAA tournament
this year. Oklahoma was 130th, 131st in the nation in home runs. Fast forward now to the finals. They're 25th in the country in home runs. They have more than, I think, coming in they had, let's call it 60 home runs or whatever. They've got 20 now, like 20 north of 20. Like they've had a third of their homers hit in this postseason alone, and it's just been an incredible story. And they're doing that in big ballparks too. They outslugged Georgia Tech, who was the best home run hitting team in the country, to get to a super regional where they dismantled Kansas, one of the best stories in the Big 12 this season. This is a flyer off the bat of Matt Cash, and it's dropped by the Danville shortstop Perkins. It allows Cash to reach safely. We'll see how it's called. I'd venture to say it's going to be ruled a single error. That's a exceptionally tough play to make for Perkins.
Yeah, he did a little weird slide right there in the center field. I'm not sure exactly what the slide was about, but overall, that's what I'm talking about when I'm saying they're taking advantage of what Danville's giving them. If they're going to continue to miss those pop-ups like that, what looks like a routine pop-up, that's fine. Hit them up, and then they're going to drop them.
So a man on first now with one out. Greeneville leading by 6. A quick throw over to first, nothing doing. Owen Tenhoover, Happy League Player of the Week in Week 1 of the season, will step to the plate. Tenhoover so far a strikeout, a hit by a pitch here today. The Indiana Hoosier digs in from the right-hand side. Goss slides home over the heart of the plate for strike one. So Tenhoover was the first batter that Goss came in to face. The first pitch thrown in that at-bat clipped him on the elbow. Now with a man on board here, Tenhoover looking for his first homer since Week 3 of the season. Here's the 0-1. This is on the ground right side, and it's fumbled by the second baseman, so the Otterbots won't turn 2, but they will get 1. And there's 2 outs with now a man in scoring position.
That's not the ideal at-bat you would want if you're a Greeneville Flyboy, but also you still advance the first base runner to second, and now you have Olin Ward who's hitting, who we all know can be dangerous.
Olin Ward looking to get on board for the first time today. 345 hitter this season. Like you said, 941 OPS. So the slugging percentage north of 500. Only time for him, certainly a guy that's due in this lineup. 0-1 as he sees one early on and low across the knees for a strike. 2 doubles, a homer, and 6 RBI on this season for Olin Ward, the sophomore from Central Alabama Community College. This is away for ball 1.
Both pitches there were low in the zone. Looked like it was either at the knees or lower. So I'd expect something a little bit elevated here, not too elevated. But Olin Ward needs to be ready to swing here.
1 ball and 1 strike here on Ward as Goss delivers. This is off the bat high, arcing to the right, and this is out of play and past the seats. So 1-2, the new count for Olin Ward. Flyboys here at home for a second consecutive night. Last night, Military Appreciation Night, they got out early to a 2-0 hole against Johnson City in the second inning before that game got suspended. They'll make up the rest of it on July 1st whenever Johnson City comes to town. Coincidentally, after this 3-game stand against Danville, it'll be the next home game for this Greeneville team. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday series against the Otterbots here this weekend is Olin Ward going to swing softly on this one. It's a fair ball, though. And the catcher, Shaw, will tag out Ward to end the inning. Still a 7-1 Flyboys lead. We're headed to the 5th. This is Flyboys baseball on Greene Sports Zone.
project needs power, Williams Electric Supply has it all. Find us in Bristol, Greeneville, Johnson City, and Kingsport. Our knowledgeable staff can help you with every wire, cable, switch, and electrical need. No one does electrical better. Williams Electric Supply. Your home needs lighting. Williams Electric Supply has it all. A showroom full of ideas for lighting your home for comfort. Find us in Bristol, Greeneville, Johnson City, and Kingsport for unique lighting and every perfect light fixture. No one does lighting better. Williams Electric Supply.
For over 30 years, Tommie's Plumbing has been serving the Tri-Cities with a personal touch because we're not just plumbers, we're family. From simple faucet fixes to major plumbing repiping, we have the expertise to get it done right. We also specialize in water heater and tankless water heater installations, helping you find the perfect fit. Our technicians stand behind their work and leave your space spotless. Need a plumber who's fast, professional, and reliable? Call Tommie's Plumbing and let our family take care of yours.
Oh, welcome back from Eastman Credit Union Field and Pioneer Park. Flyboys dominating through 4 complete against this Danville Otterbot team. The best pitching team in the league by a large margin, have allowed 7 through 4 as the Flyboys take a 6-run lead here in the top of the 5th inning. They will make a pitching change here as we will see another Flyboy arm that we saw last Friday here at home for Greeneville. That will be Mendez. It will be Christian Mendez, that is, to take the hill. The first relief pitcher used today for Greeneville. I'll tell you about his line. He's 1-1 in the win-loss column, making his 4th appearance of the year out of the bullpen. He has logged 3 2/3, surrendered 4 hits, 5 runs, has struck out 5, has walked 3, and opponents have built a 267 average against him. The right-handed pitcher, a 191 whip. So Mendez, certainly some numbers, they don't look the best, but certainly enough outs here can start to bring that ERA down a little bit. Just 3 2/3, so not a large sample size to pull from. Hoping for that here for Mendez, who is the 6'1 righty from Lawrenceville, Georgia, in Central Alabama Community College.
Yeah, I'm expecting a quick inning here, especially the way that Danville has been swinging the bat here as of late. But also, if you're Danville, this is an opportunity to get back on the board, get back in this game against a fresh arm and a fresh pitcher that has not seen as much stuff as you would like to see.
Well, Dylan Kirksey's day is done. It was phenomenal as the 0-0 misses up and in on Danny Perez, who leads off the inning. 4 innings, 2 hits, 1 run. He struck out 2. He did not walk any. He did not hit any. And the Flyboys ace needing just 42 pitches, to get it done. 42 pitches, 33 of which went for strikes. Dylan Kirksey, take a bow.
Yeah, I feel like personally that was a little early to pull him. I would have liked to see him play this inning and then pull him for the next one, but he's pulled. Let's see how Mendez can play here. And right now, the first pitch he threw was way high, but this last pitch he threw, which was the 3rd pitch of the at-bat, that was down in the zone, too low, making the batter reach a little bit. That was a great pitch.
And the one thing I'll say to that, Derek, is, and for you listening and watching back at home, maybe you're thinking the same, a lot of these Appy League teams are going to go and they're going to pull guys earlier on. They've pitched an entire collegiate season, and so they don't want to tax the arms that much here in the summer. So you're not going to go and see guys working deep into games, 6 or 7 innings. They're going to start them off, and they're going to say, hey, you got me 50 pitches or you got me 60 pitches here today. I think that's probably going to be what the number was for Kirksey, and that's why he was pulled after just 4. This is grounded by Danny Perez. Brumball rifles a throw across the diamond to record out number 1. This Flyboys defense has certainly come to play here tonight.
Oh, yeah, most definitely. That's not an easy throw by the imagination. I don't know if people at home have just tried to, throw the ball on us like a sidearm, kind of like a Patrick Mahomes sidearm style, but that's exactly what he did, and it was a bullet, completely straight, on accuracy, just a little low, but still, first baseman, great reach, great first out.
Yeah, I mean, I'm impressed by Brumball, the way he's played shortstop here tonight. That is now,
explains why he's going to Oklahoma.
Oh, yeah. That's his, out of the last 5 outs, he has been a part of 4 of them. 4 assists, or 3 assists and 1 put out for Brumball here across the last 5 outs. So that's pretty good stuff by the future Sooner shortstop. 0-1 the count on Wyatt Shaw as Mendez starts him off. A slider in. This one is hooked foul. and will not be played by the first baseman, Zawani. Got some score updates across the league. The no-hitter is over in Bluefield as Kingsport has taken a 1-0 lead on their second hit of the ball game. Bottom of the sixth inning on that one. Pulaski leads Elizabethton 10-1. Middle of the fifth inning there. And the 0-2 by Shaw is outside for strike three looking. Christian Mendez, first K of the day for him. 2 up, 2 down. And the first reliever picking right where the starter left off, and that is dominating.
Yeah, plays that outside corner. It looked like it was a slider, and it was going to go completely out, and then it just cuts inside, or as soon as that, like right over the base, that was a good strike.
Excellent pitch by Mendez, who fires the first one. It's low. For the Flyboys, that is just their third strikeout of the ball game. But the strikeout really hasn't needed to be there. When your defense is played as well as is, this just nearly misses Mendez's head, and it's a single off the bat of Michael Callahan for the Otterbots' third knock of the evening.
Yeah, that was you're going to throw it at me, I'm going to hit it right back at you kind of play. He got lucky. It might have hit his hat. I saw his hat fly off. I don't know if the ball hit his hat or if it just flew off, but he got lucky there.
Tell you what, Derek, I'm seeing some fans walk around with these little mini hats filled with Dippin' Dots.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to set a line here. This is just what I think I can manage. I think I'm able to get to 4. No, I'm saying 5. Dippin' Dots, easy. Let's go 6. Let's go 5.5. Are you going over, under Dippin' Dots mini hats smashed here on a Friday night?
Oh, I could easily eat 6 before this game's over.
Oh, wow. I mean, that's that's more than one per inning. I mean, all the power to you. Those little hats, they're deceptive now. They've got more in them than meets the eye, I'll tell you that much. But I'm certainly a fan of the Dippin' Dots. A little overpriced in my opinion for what you're getting, but my goodness, I'll fork out the cash for Dippin' Dots any day of the week.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Caleb Rick's going to see one up and out. Let us know your favorite concession food. I mean, there's plenty to choose from here at Flyboys games. I mean, what are you reaching to, Derek, on your average ball game?
I mean, you always got the hot dog if you're going to be at a baseball game. That just seems natural. You can always go, a nice burger, but I'm going to go a little bit outside the box. I'm going to go Neyland Stadium, orange tea.
Oh, wow.
And popcorn.
Oh, wow. That is out of the box.
If you go to Neyland Stadium, you have to get that.
I think I'm going to make the trip there this year. I know LSU's coming to town.
I'm planning to go to that game, too.
Okay. So we might run into each other.
I'll give you some tissues.
We'll get some orange tea.
I'll give you some tissues when LSU loses.
This is hit through the left side by Caleb Ricks. That was mean. And Danville has mustered half of their offense here in the last 2 batters, being their third and fourth base hits of the day on singles by Ricks and Callahan. There's a term for this when games start to get out of hand. We won't do it just yet, but we put a few more runs up on the board, Derek. We might just start a podcast here.
Well, right now it looks like we got 2 outs. They need another out because right now
they need to get out of it for sure.
Close.
They do indeed. Christian Mendez sets up from the right side. 2 outs, 2 men on for Danville, and the 9-hole batter Caleb Ricks, who singles, means the top of the order is due up. That's Austin Hank. We talked about his offensive numbers his last time up. Kids, close your ears. 400 average with a 1286 OPS. He has mashed 5 doubles this season, as well as a homer and 8 RBI. He has struck out. This is maybe the most impressive stat for him. It's just 2 strikeouts on the season in 20 at-bats.
Yeah, I believe the slugging, that last swing that he had there, I saw the dust come off the bat the way he was swinging it.
Yeah, that RBI double in the right center gap his last time up. This will drive in a run. It's right up the middle. Fielded by Williams Jr. out in center. The relay not in time. Danville adds their first since the 3rd inning. Cut it to a 7-2 Flyboys lead.
think Danville's got something to say about us wanting to mention that unknown term that you was wanting to bring up. And, they're saying, no, you're not going to use that because we're going to come back in this game. Right now with 2 men on base, first and second, and a batter up, 2 outs. Can Mendez get Greeneville out of this hole?
That's exactly right. They did not take lightly, I guess, our feelings or our attitudes up here in the broadcast booth. There are 2 warming in the Flyboys bullpen currently. Lengthy deliberation there between home plate umpire and Christian Mendez. Now 2 men on for Danville once again as they put up their second run of the contest. Morocco and Scotland have gone final. It's a 1-0 Morocco win there in Group C. Brazil and Haiti have just gotten underway in the FIFA World Cup. 6 minute of that one. Tenuver won't get a throw off. It's a double steal executed perfectly by Danville. And there's now 2 in scoring position with 2 outs in the top of the 5th inning. Got Turkey and Paraguay coming up late night tonight, 11 o'clock.
Oh, yeah.
Starting to become a little bit of a soccer fan, Derek.
World Cups, it's different, man. You got to watch every game just to really get the feel of it.
This is high for Mendez. It shocked me. I mean, Tyler and I were on the broadcast last week talking about it, how spread out the games are. You look down and U.S. doesn't play until, what is it, next
Thursday.
Next Thursday?
I believe.
It's like their 3rd game in 3 weeks. Yeah, next Thursday against Turkey. So 3 games in the span of 20 days. I did not realize they had that much time off. And the World Cup in general, I mean, it stretches all the way from June 11th to July 19th. So over a month. It's a month and a week long tournament.
It's a beautiful month of soccer, though. That's why I'm not complaining about how long it takes. I wish it would go a little bit longer, personally.
This is up and in, nearly clips Hartwell on the helmet. And he's enjoying a 3-1 count lead. Three balls, 1 strike here with 2 outs and 2 men in scoring position. Christian Mendez looking to put out the Flames. The 3-1, it's up, it's in, and the bases are now loaded for the Danville Otterbots. This is the point in the game last week, Derek, where you had the good start and then you reached to the pen, and that's where you started to find some of your troubles. Flyboy manager Turner Ward going to make his way out to the hill. He's going to make a change, I believe, as Christian Mendez is laboring here, looking to record his 3rd out of his appearance. No indication yet of a change as the 3 meet on the hill, the battery and Coach Ward.
Yeah, I think this conversation right now is just getting Mendez back in the right headspace. He started out very well, getting 2 straight outs, and now we're in that bases loaded situation. The skipper's just walking to him and saying, hey, look, shake it off, play your game, focus. Just it's you and the catcher, and you're just playing catch right now. Just continuously throw that ball, make the batter swing, get us out of this inning.
Well, on your screen you just saw Davis Perkins, who's now up to the plate with the bases loaded. It was an RBI single by Austin Hawk. It followed a couple of singles. Danville has had 5 base hits in this ball game. 3 of them have come in the last 4 batters. Mendez, again, just looking to forget about it. Recorded 1 final out here to end the inning. First pitch swinging, and Perkins falls behind early. Warm-up continues in the Flyboys bullpen. Again, those guys getting loose in a hurry as Ward made the walk out to talk with Mendez. Here's the 0-1. Looked at for strike 2 on the inside corner.
This is a good comeback after you do the walk, after you get a couple of men getting some hits and getting on base, letting a score get by. This is a great answer for Mendez.
0-2, 2 outs. Every base occupied. Mendez kicks and fires. Swing and a miss, and the inning is over. The base is left loaded. Danville musters a run on 3 hits. The Flyboys and Christian Mendez able to shut the door here as we head to the home half. It's Flyboys baseball right here from Greene Sports Zone.
Marathon Quick Stop Markets, you'll find a company that realizes that our customers are our biggest assets. We are a locally owned company, proud to serve our community. So we do everything with you in mind. We clean and sanitize our stores, provide a well-lit, monitored area to keep you and your family safe. You can always expect a friendly staff and a large selection of products with weekly specials. Stop in at a nearby Marathon Quick Stop Market today.
In Greeneville, we blend beauty with Southern charm.
From sharp cuts to flawless color and perfect extensions, we make dream hair real.
As milkshake experts, we deliver exclusive treatments, glosses, and pro product advice. Finish your look with nails and waxing done with care.
Relax and recharge with our signature Japanese head spa.
Come experience the main brand difference.
At the Main Brand Hair Company,
we wrangle your tangles.
Whether you ride, haul, or work, CNC has what moves you from dirt roads to job sites. We've got the gear to get you there. Hard-working equipment, helpful people, and honest advice. Whether you haul tools, toys, or livestock, CNC Custom Trailers has the equipment you need and the upgrades you want. CNC Custom Trailers, where you're more than just a customer, you're a neighbor.
Flyboys lead 7-2. We head to the bottom of the fifth inning. Great pitching so far from Greeneville. They leave the bases loaded there in the top half of the fifth, and they extend to 5 after Danville, or their lead is cut to 5, I should say, after Danville cuts it after back-to-back-to-back base hits. But Christian Mendez, despite laboring, able to get out of the jam, and the Flyboy offense will come to the plate here in the home half.
Oh, yeah, most definitely. I mean, like I mentioned, when the skipper came out there and was talking to him, it was kind of the thing of, hey, just shake it off. Don't let him get in your head. It's you and the catcher, and that's exactly what he did in that last batter. Able to get the strikeout, able to get out of the inning before it got too bad.
Well, there's a new pitcher on the mound for Danville, and he throws pretty hard. It is a guy, like we described in the break, a guy with 2 last names for this Danville team. I'm trying to find it here. McCarty English, the 6'2" right-handed pitcher from Ocean Springs, Mississippi. The Arizona Wildcat by way of Southern Miss, the redshirt sophomore. He's going to reach up there. He's going to find the four-seam fastball in the mid-90s and a slider that follows and misses just off the plate. 1-2 now, the count for Levi Pinder.
Yeah, again, you like Greeneville and the Flyboys just to be able to answer back, get at least 1 point here, just to be able to kind of secure your lead at 6.
Oh, swing and a miss. That was dirty from McCarty English, and he's got his first strikeout and his first batter faced. It's a Pinder strikeout to start the inning.
Yeah, it looked like all 3 of those pitches that he started him out with, all 4, that he started him out with, was lower and to the far right of the zone away from the batter. That might be the key because we've seen a lot of these balls kind of hang a little bit, especially with Sewanee. His home run, it hung a little bit in the strike zone. And they're also going a lot of inside. If you go outside now, these batters might not be looking for him.
McCarty English making just his second appearance of the summer. Has logged just an inning of work before tonight. Has surrendered 3 runs, 3 hits, has struck out 1, has walked none. An ERA, again, in that limited sample size at 18. But already decreasing after he records the first out here in his relief. Third arm used for the Danville Otterbots, the best pitching staff in the league. As we mentioned to you before the game, they held this Greeneville Flyboys team to 2 runs in the first 2 games they played. So far, Greeneville has scratched 7 across, all 7 of those coming in the second and third. Slider away, and Sewanee will see the count even up at 1-1. McCarty English towering from the right-hand side. Infield playing way back on Ruben Zawani, who's got a 411-foot home run here tonight.
The way he's swinging, you can tell he's feeling that home run. Wanting to get another home run in here. And that's always good, but you also got to be smart about it. Don't get too overconfident and say, I've hit a home run before, I can hit a home run again. You've not hit a home run against this pitcher. So you have to be calm, watch the ball, understand what he's trying to do to you, see the ball come out of his hand, and nail it.
So slider misses away, and a ball will tie the count up for a second time.
Yeah, all these balls are staying on the outside edge of that zone. That's kind of dangerous with Ruben Zawani.
2 balls, 2 strikes. English delivers low and away. That one was a heater up at 95.
You would think that eventually there will be a ball come inside, and if it does, Zawani might just be all over it just because every single one of them has been out. That one was in the dirt. That last one was at 92 mile an hour.
Slider hooked up and sent foul territory. It's not going to be in play. It bounces off the top of the home dugout and into the seats.
That almost hit some fans, looked like.
Yeah. Of course, the new netting system being installed here at Eastman Credit Union Field in the months to come. Going to extend all the way down the first and third base lines, Derek, and a initiative reached by Major League Baseball to make the ballparks, make the games a little bit safer to attend. This is going to make it bulletproof almost to have foul lines completely covered in foul netting to where you can come and watch a game and not really worry about getting hit by any foul balls, at least screamers right at you.
I've never sat in the front row. Do you think they have to sign a waiver or something and say that I'm not going to sue you if I get hit with the ball?
Zawani walks here. I don't think so. Now, what you're seeing here, the netting above the first and third base dugouts, that netting wasn't a part of the initial net structure. The netting used to only be, if you come there before you reach the dugouts, it used to only be right there. So maybe in the days of the Greeneville Astros, I think that's when that initial netting was in place. I think in those days, you might have to sign a waiver. I mean, that's pretty risky business if you want to sit front row with no nets and foul grounds right in front of the dugout, right on top of the dugout. So
just keep your head on a swivel if you sit front row here at ECU Field.
No doubt. A man on first here for the Flyboys with 1 down, bottom of the 5th inning. Carson Ray steps to the plate, the high school senior making his way to Houston, Texas next season. Play his first full season of college baseball.
He looked like he was trying to hit that ball to Houston, Texas. When he swung, that was a swing and a miss.
Ray 0 for 1. You remember he had that bases loaded walk his last time up. So a youngster learning some life experience here this summer in Greeneville, Tennessee. This is hit into the foul netting. 1 ball, 2 strikes with an out down here in the 5th.
The Flyboys have made every pitcher they've seen so far work in almost every at-bat, though, and that is something that we didn't see much last Friday. We saw either completely strikeouts or you're going to make them work 1 inning. But right now, every single pitcher they've seen that made them work at the plate and during the inning.
This is low on Carson Ray. Say he didn't go. It's 1-2. Last night, Greeneville and Johnson City's game postponed to the top of the 2nd inning. At Burlington and Elizabethton game was 3-2 Burlington before it got suspended at the bottom of the 2nd. They never even started the Kingsport Danville game yesterday. And then Bluefield and Pulaski also got postponed before it began. Carson Ray struck out looking, and it is the 2nd strikeout from English. I'm trying to remember, what did Zawani do? Did he walk?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. Tonight, around the Appy League, Kingsport leads Bluefield 3-0. Bluefield just 1 hit through 7 innings. Pulaski leading Elizabeth in 11-3 in the 6th. And Johnson City leads Burlington 10-6 in the bottom of 5. This the youngest ball game of the night. We're right there with that game between Burlington and Johnson City. Danny Wallace steps to the plate, 0-1 with 2 outs. You heard of the announcers, Jinx. You don't want to talk about weather. You don't want to talk about how long a game is going. Can the reverse be true? Can we talk about how a game drags on and then it starts to speed up?
Potentially. I never really believed that announcers curse until I started here at Greene Sports Zone. And then I noticed one game last year, the milk can game in football, Brian Staten said, they called for rain, but it ain't hit yet. And then at halftime, we was on for a 2.5-hour delay.
This is rocking it up in the air, but it's well foul. It's going to be in the bullpen. And for those wondering, it was dropped by the 2 Flyboys pitchers out there warming up.
That's why they're pitchers.
So if this was a Bananas game, would have counted as an out, but this is not banana ball, and there's still just 2 outs with a man on first.
This will be a great place for Savannah Bananas to come and play a game.
Oh, yeah, I agree.
We should reach out to our friends and get that happening.
Yeah. I'd be here. We'd be here probably calling it. This is over the plate, strike 3, and English able to strike out the side. Greeneville gets a man on due to the walk, but other than that, nothing doing. It's still 7-2 Flyboys. We head to the 6th inning. This is Flyboys baseball on Greene Sports Zone.
So why sit on the sidelines when you could be driving a brand new Chevrolet, GMC, or Cadillac from Bachman Bernard in Greeneville? Choose from the Silverado, Sierra, Terrain, Acadia, Equinox, Trax, Trailblazer, or Blazer. And wrap yourself in elegance and style while driving a Cadillac, Lyric, or the best vehicle on the planet, the Cadillac Escalade. So don't stumble, bumble, and fumble your way with other dealers. If we don't have it, we'll get it. Make the short trip to Bachman Bernard Chevrolet GMC Cadillac in Greeneville, where we will save you money.
For over 30 years, Tommie's Plumbing has been serving the Tri-Cities with a personal touch because we're not just plumbers, we're family. From simple faucet fixes to major plumbing repiping, we have the expertise to get it done right. We also specialize in water heater and tankless water heater installations, helping you find the perfect fit. Our technicians stand behind their work and leave your space spotless. Need a plumber who's fast, professional, and reliable? Call Tommie's Plumbing and let our family take care of yours.
Your project needs power. Williams Electric Supply has it all. Find us in Bristol, Greeneville, Johnson City, and Kingsport. Our knowledgeable staff can help you with every wire, cable, switch, and electrical need. No one does electrical better. Williams Electric Supply. Your home needs lighting. Williams Electric Supply has it all. A showroom full of ideas for lighting your home for comfort. Find us in Bristol, Greeneville, Johnson City, and Kingsport for unique lighting and every perfect light fixture. No one does lighting better. Williams Electric Supply.
We got that sweet Cantina music playing. We're in the 6th inning. It's a 7-2 Flyboys lead. Derek Tarleton, not a Flyboys or not a Star Wars fan, is a Flyboys fan, and for good reason. Flyboys leading it 7-2 over Danville here tonight. Plenty of stuff to root for. A 5-run lead built up after that big 3rd inning, a 5 spot put up by the Flyboys, and they will return to Christian Mendez for his 2nd inning of relief. Jackson Irons going to lead things off here for Danville. 0 for 2 here today. This is going to come in and clip him on the arm. We'll see how long of a leash Christian Mendez has.
I would say the leash is tight after how that last inning went until the last out and then immediately hitting the first guy you see to open up the 6th. I'd say that leash is getting pretty tight on him right now. He's just got to focus back up, understand, do exactly what he did at the end of the 5th inning, and just throw it to the catcher. Do not worry about the batter. Do not worry about the person on first.
Maximo Martinez to the plate here with no outs. This is hit well over the 3rd baseman's head, all the way down the line and left. A man waved around from 1st to 3rd, standing up. It will be a double for Maximo Martinez after the hit by pitch.
I believe Mendez got lucky on that hit right there because it looked like that both base runners wasn't running to full capacity. They was kind of jogging around the bases. They was running to full capacity. They might have been able to get one, maybe 2 home in that.
Yeah, no doubt. It was a very well-placed ball. Typically the spot you see a base hit score a man from first, but like you said, not a ton of hustle coming out of that first base runner. This is going to get over beside Tenuver. Fortunately, everybody going to stay put, including that base runner there at third. Here's our crowd noise. See, we got some crowd here tonight. I had forgotten to turn it up all the way. Excuse me. And pardon me for those watching back at home.
We have a different setup. Normally we're in the stands. This time we're above the stands in a box.
It's vastly helpful. This is on the ground up the middle. Brumbaugh comes in again, flashes the leather. It's an RBI ground down, 7-3. Greeneville has their lead cut by 4 on the Ribby.
This was how last Friday's game pretty much went. Greeneville got up to a good, nice, solid lead, comfortable lead, and then the team just started fighting back. And then by the 8th and 9th inning, they came back and was able to win the game. That's a lot how it looks like Danville's going to be doing it right now. Greeneville's got to get some answers here offensively and defensively to stop this bleeding.
Man at third now with an out. Christian Mendez still on the hill in relief. Double barrel action down right field in the Flyboys bullpen. Slider missing low here. In a 7-3 Greeneville lead.
Mendez is having a hard time trying to place these balls. It's either in the dirt or it's up elevated enough to where the batters can get a good contact on it. He needs to find that happy medium. And right there it is.
Saw him struggle with that location last week in his relief. But again, started off strong. He has just been, ever since those first 2 outs, really working from behind. I think, you pegged it right there, right? Just working from behind in counts, not where you want to be as a pitcher. Here's the 1-1. Shaw sees it low for ball 2.
Yeah, and it's really not even him playing from behind. If you go down 1-0, that's not that big of a deal because you still have so many pitches to throw. But the big deal is right now you just tied 1-1, and then you throw another ball in the dirt and get now a 2-1 count. He just cannot get ahead of that count.
33rd pitch of the night for Mendez. And it's good for a strike. We're tied up in the count 2-2. Two balls and 2 strikes. Mendez kicks and fires. This is belted to right center, and it will drive in a run. 7-4 Danville on the RBI single from Wyatt Shaw, and the Otterbots are within 1 possession.
Yeah, that's the last thing you wanted to happen was it drop in a groove where nobody is there. That was a great hit from Danville, and now all of a sudden it's starting to be a ball game again. 7-4. You still got at least 3 frames left for Danville, not even close to ending this one with 1 out. Danville's starting to put together a little bit of a rally here. Can Greeneville shut it down?
Well, you started the inning with that hit by pitch. You followed up with a double by Maximo Martinez, an RBI ground out by Danny Perez, and now an RBI base knock by Wyatt Shaw. You've got 2 guys ready and warming in the home bullpen. We started this inning asking the question, how long would the leash be for Christian Mendez? Well, we're about to find out. Top of the 6th, Danville puts up their first crooked number of the night. Mendez fires. Callahan lays off.
You want your pitcher on the mound to really be confident in what he has, what pitches he has. And right now we've seen Mendez, he doesn't look that confident in the pitches he has. They're in the dirt. They're all over the place. That first pitch he threw was way outside. The catcher had to run to get that ball, lunge to get that ball. He just doesn't look as confident on the mound as you want a pitcher to look.
Slider missing away here. It's 3 quick balls to Michael Callahan. And there's the strike zone for Mendez after missing it for the first 3 offerings.
Yeah, that's a good answer from Mendez. 3-0 count. Man on first that was able to get a good hit on. He looked like his confidence was dwindling. Now he gets a strike. He's got to put together a couple more strikes, though, to get the second out.
Mendez out of the stretch. Here's the 3-1. It's going to come in and hit Callahan on the wrist. And things have gone from bad to worse for Christian Mendez, as there's now 2 Otterbots on with just 1 out.
Yeah, I'm looking over at that bullpen. The Flyboys manager doesn't look like he's moving yet. He's keeping the trust in Mendez. And if you're Mendez, you understand that right now this inning's not going to plan, but your manager, now he's coming out. But he was trusting him. You should have kind of tried to build that trust a little bit with confidence, but now he's coming out. Looks like it's going to be a change.
Yeah, Turner Ward going to make the walk. Probably the change as well. Here in the top of the 6th inning, Flyboys lead is cut to 3 as you see the on-deck batter. Going to be a tall task here forever they call in from the bullpen, as there's 2 on with 1 out. Looks like they're going to be content leaving Mendez out there, actually. So no pitching changes made. We talked too soon. Good reminder to tell you about our friends from Tommie's Plumbing. Tonight's Game of the Week broadcast presented by our friends at Tommie's Plumbing. Don't let plumbing problems dictate your day. Tommie's Plumbing takes control with expert plumbing solutions. From leak detection, sewer line repairs, and new fixture installations, their team is going to deliver results. So if you got a leak, make sure you let Tommie's take a peek. Caleb Ricks due up here with an out and 2 men on. Christian Mendez left in the game after a quick mound visit between he and manager Turner Ward. Big time spot in this ball game. Ricks swings on the first pitch and flies it foul. This one is out of play. Ruben Zwanny took a slide after that one. Able to get. I like the way that kid plays. I love the energy that he has.
Oh, yeah, most definitely. You most of the time will see somebody give up on that play. But this time, he was out there. He even slid. I'm not sure why he slid, but he slid into the wall pretty much. Sat there for a second, jumped up, and came back in play. That's the kind of attitude you want to see from a first baseman.
0-1, the count for Caleb Ricks after the foul ball away. This is a nice job by Mendez. Thought it found the strike zone, but they say it's a ball just out of the zone. Again, we had this conversation last week. The Appy League, prime opportunity. It's one of the best college summer leagues in America. I'd put it, 2 or 3, depending on where you look, maybe 3 or 4. But it's just a proving grounds. A lot of these guys, they play, and this year especially in the Appy League, we've seen a ton of Power 4 talent, ACC, Big 12, a lot of Big 10, and a couple SEC on this year's roster. And even those rising up the ranks, right? Even those Conference USA teams that we have seen, those Missouri Valley teams that have really had good seasons, but the umpires as well. It's a tryout for them. It's a proving ground for them. They're trying to get games under their belt. They're trying to say, hey, I umped in the Appy League this summer. That's a feather under my cap. And so those guys equally, I think you say, with these players, have a lot of pressure on them. This is singled into center field there by Caleb Ricks. The relay is up the line. It was missed by the cutoff Ruben Zwanny. Fortunately, Tanuver was there to back it up. And Danville has their third base hit of the inning off the bat of Caleb Ricks, and the bases are loaded for a second straight inning. Flyboys will make another visit, and this time it will be a call to the pen. We'll take a break, come back, tell you about the new Flyboys arm when we return. Back in 2 minutes, it's Flyboys 7, Otterbots 4 here on Greene Sports Zone.
At Heritage Community Bank, we offer local banking with local decisions. Stop by any of our 3 convenient locations and see how Heritage Community Bank can serve your need. From small business banking to personalized checking accounts with online and mobile capabilities, Heritage Community Bank can take care of all your banking needs. Visit us online at hcbonline.us, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Hey folks, it's Gateway Ford in Greeneville. Right now, everyone gets Ford employee pricing. The same deal Ford employees get. No games, no negotiation. Save maximum green in Greeneville today at Gateway Ford on Highway 11 East or at gatewayfordgreeneville.com. Save some green in Greeneville at Gateway Nissan, carrying on a 55-year tradition of doing business your way. Save thousands on Sentra, Rogue, Frontier, and more. Take the short drive to Gateway Nissan in Greeneville or online at gatewaynissangreeneville.com.
Whether you ride, haul, or work, CNC has what moves you from dirt roads to job sites. We've got the gear to get you there. Hardworking equipment, helpful people, and honest advice. Whether you haul tools, toys, or livestock, CNC Custom Trailers has the equipment you need and the upgrades you want. CNC Custom Trailers, where you're more than just a customer, you're a...
At Marathon Quick Stop Markets, you'll find a company that realizes that our customers are our biggest assets. We are a locally owned company, proud to serve our community. So we do everything with you in mind. We clean and sanitize our stores, provide a well-lit, monitored area to keep you and your family safe. You can always expect a friendly staff and a large selection of products with weekly specials. Stop in at a nearby Marathon Quick Stop Market today.
In Greeneville, we blend beauty with Southern charm.
From sharp cuts to flawless color and perfect extensions, we make dream hair real.
As milkshake experts, we deliver exclusive treatments, glosses, and pro product advice. Finish your look with nails and waxing done with care.
Relax and recharge with our signature Japanese head spa.
Come experience the main brand difference.
At the Main Brand Hair Company,
We wrangle your tangles.
The Otterbots with the tying run aboard. Flyboys lead cut to 3. A 7-4 ball game. Flyboys have been held scoreless these last 2 innings. Danville, meanwhile, has put up 3 of its 4 here in the last 2. Ever since the Flyboys took that 7-1 lead, Danville having outscored them 3-0. New arm on the mound, for the Flyboys. Aiden Bullock at the arm. Oh, Bo Revord, So Bo Revord, you might remember the name from Jefferson City, Tennessee, hailing from Louisiana State Eunice Junior College, the redshirt freshman at 20 years old. The right-handed pitcher, standing at 6'2", 200 pounds. The third arm used tonight for the Flyboys. Revord on the season, making his second appearance. Has pitched just 2/3 innings up until this point. Has allowed 2 hits and 4 runs. So small sample size, but has not allowed an earned run here this season. Here's the 2-2 from Revord. It's in and it's going to hit the hands of Jacob Jordan, the pinch hitter. That is brutal. 2-2 count in on the hands, and it clips Jordan. That one was high velocity, too. That one looked like it hurt.
Yeah, that definitely didn't feel good. The way he jumped off, and now he's talking to the medical trainer right now just to make sure that nothing's broken in there. We've noticed that, though. We brought it up earlier in the broadcast that a lot of these pitchers, when they come out of the bullpen, they're throwing a little hot but throwing a little wild as well. They hit the batter. They throw a lot of balls, and that's not what you want to see for Greeneville. You bring in a fresh arm on the mound to just try and calm the game down, especially with it being now a 5-7 game. This is a ball game. This is a very tight game. Glad we didn't use the term we was going to use 2 innings ago, but that's not what you want to see coming out of the bullpen immediately, just hitting somebody, giving them the run, and now having the bases still loaded with only 1 out.
You know, you really hope, too, that this is not that point in the game that we saw last Friday when things just went south for your bullpen and you went through 3 arms in a given inning. Revord going to send one in. It's sent high right side. Ruben Zwanny going to find it through the night sky. Glove it for out number 2. And everybody stays put on the foul out.
when in doubt, just give Ruben Zawani the ball.
Yeah.
We saw him hit that home run early, I believe it was the second inning. And then now, catching that ball right there, that's a big out because now it's a forced out. Every batter, or every person on the base, if it gets hit, has to run, and you have a chance to get out anywhere.
Well, and he had 3 of the first 5 putouts in the game as well. Also an assist there to start. Or no, he had the 4 putouts. Excuse me. This is going to ride in and hit Davis Perkins, and we got ourselves a 1-run game. It's 7-6. Flyboys lead cut to 1 after a couple bases loaded hit by pitches.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what's going on the mound there. We was talking about it again pregame about the bullpen for Greeneville really being something that they need to work on, because normally when you bring a bullpen in, it means that it's going to be harder for batters to score. Since they brought the bullpen in, they've scored 4 runs.
Yeah.
So it's kind of completely shifted from what they wanted to do.
4 runs here in the top of the 5th inning for Danville. It goes back to what you mentioned earlier, Derek, about you really wish you had Dylan Kirksey in the game now and you hadn't pulled him after those 4 innings, after such a phenomenal start for him.
Yeah, that was a thought that crossed my mind was, I understand it is the summer league and they pitched a lot, but if you got a pitcher out there that is truly taking command of the game and you understand that your bullpen has struggled as of late, why would you pull him at that point?
Krupp sends the first offering against the foul netting. And Revore looks to shake back here, slam the door, and get out of this inning with a lead. Our line so far, Danville 6 runs on 8 hits and an error. Greeneville 7 runs on 6 hits, no errors. Revore kicks and fires. Strike on the outside corner. Kyle Krupp down to the count 0-2. Krupp, the pitch hitter for Jackson Irons. Half swing here. Handcuffed him there, but it's a foul off to the visitors' bullpen.
Yeah, that was one of those pitches that didn't look like it was going to be a strike, but by the time he swung on it, it just hit. Looks like actually from what we got it would have been a strike. It looked a lot lower from up here, but that's why we're up here and not down there up in the game.
See the close-up on Revore there, just looking to get out of this inning. Pitch to contact here, get a nice ground out. A force out on every base as Owen Tanuver calls time. And this stalemate continues between Revore and Krupp.
Yeah, that was a good time. Make the pitcher think about what he's going to do here. You're down 0-2. The pitcher's been inconsistent on his throws as of late. Make him think.
0 away here, it misses. And Krupp sees the count move to 1-2. Still an arm moving and warming up in that Flyboys bullpen. Revore out of the stretch. Kicks and fires. The 1-2 swung on and missed. Revore leaves the bases loaded for a 3rd time today for Danville. But the Otterbots strike. They pull within 1. And we head to the home half. We've got ourselves a ball game. This is Flyboys baseball on Greene Sports Zone.
So why sit on the sidelines when you could be driving a brand new Chevrolet, GMC, or Cadillac from Bachman Bernard in Greeneville? Choose from the Silverado, Sierra, Terrain, Acadia, Equinox, Trax, Trailblazer, or Blazer. And wrap yourself in elegance and style while driving a Cadillac, Lyric, or the best vehicle on the planet, the Cadillac Escalade. So don't stumble, bumble, and fumble your way with other dealers. If we don't have it, we'll get it. Make the short trip to Bachman Bernard Chevrolet GMC Cadillac in Greeneville, where we will save you money.
For over 30 years, Tommie's Plumbing has been serving the Tri-Cities with a personal touch, because we're not just plumbers, we're family. From simple faucet fixes to major plumbing repiping, we have the expertise to get it done right. We also specialize in water heater and tankless water heater installations, helping you find the perfect fit. Our technicians stand behind their work and leave your space spotless. Need a plumber who's fast, professional, and reliable? Call Tommie's Plumbing and let our family take care of yours.
A 4-run inning for the Danville Otterbots, and we've got ourselves a ball game. We're headed to the bottom of the sixth, excuse me. It's Greeneville 7, Danville 6. Derek Tarleton, Matthew Plaza here with you. Hope you're enjoying your Friday evening. And Caden Beckers is our cameraman here for our Friday night of action. Derek, if I were to tell you Danville has struck out the side 3 times, you'd think they'd be the winning team here tonight.
Yeah, you would. And, I mean, right now, these past 2 innings especially, we talked about at pregame about how Danville's defense is. We've seen it. They've been locked down and shut out, especially to Greeneville scoring 0-0 in the 5th and 6th inning, or 4th and 5th innings, excuse me. Hoping that the 6th inning is going to be a little bit different, especially with that lead now getting really tight.
11 combined strikeouts from the best pitching staff in the Appy League. That's the Danville Otterbots. Meanwhile, Greeneville has done just enough out of their bullpen to keep this 1-run lead in their favor. Greeneville has left the bases loaded twice, or Danville, has left the bases loaded twice. Greeneville pitching, despite being all over the place, has only allowed 1 walk. The problem is, Derek, they hit 4 batters last half inning.
Yeah, that's the big thing, and that's what they got to clean up. Because right now, we was talking about it in the 3rd inning. Greeneville has scored because Danville's mistakes, not because they've been able to hit the ball great. It's just because Danville's made mistakes and they've been able to capitalize on it. Well, now Danville is capitalizing on Greeneville's mistakes, and that's something that Greeneville's going to have to clean up.
Marty sorry. Keep forgetting this guy's name. McCarty English. My apologies. Double last names always get me. He misses away here, and Brian Williams Jr. will make the walk down the first base line. We're getting delusional. This game is drawing on, and Greeneville is flirting with losing this 1-run lead.
Well, Brian Williams Jr. got a walk the last time I believe he was out, and the last time he was out, he didn't realize he walked. He stood there for a second and then walked. This time, he immediately threw the bat down and ran. And remember, last time he stole second, stole third, and then was able to come home off a hit.
Yeah, Brian Williams Jr., the team's leader in stolen bags now with 6, standing at first base. Here's the 0-0 to Brumball. The Sooner sees one off the outer edge.
We'd like to see one being boomed across the wall.
Yeah, I'd like to see it. Brumbaugh certainly has the power in the bat. 962 OPS as he doubled back in that 3rd inning off the wall. Williams going to look to steal a bag. He will. Turn it into 2. It's a throw that gets airmailed into center field. Brian Williams Jr. takes advantage, and that is the risk you run, Derek. The exact same thing we saw him do the last time he was on base, and that was get 2 out of it, and now he's 90 feet away from scoring.
Oh, yeah, that's exactly what Brian Williams Jr. was planning on. He went to second, realized the ball was over the second baseman's head, goes to third, and now he is the leading base runner, or stealing bases on the team. And if I'm Danville, I know that he's going to steal that base. I would look for a pitch out. I would look for maybe just to stand there and then turn the pitcher around and try to get first.
This is chopped left side of the infield that was playing in. The throw to first is good and scooped by the first baseman, Irons. And there's now 1 down.
Yeah, we was talking about Brian Williams Jr. He was thinking about it, going from third to home. He actually kind of stutter stepped to home when the shortstop did catch that ball, but just decided not to. It was a smart play, I believe. Sit at third. You still got 2 outs to give. Try to get home another way.
That was the second error of the day for Danville on that throwing error by the catcher, Judson Hartwell. They're going to say balk here. Wow. They call a balk on McCarty English, and it's going to allow Brian Williams to come in and touch home plate. It's an 8-6 Flyboys lead on a balk. Wow. Just how they drew it up.
And Matthew, just for the people at home, what caused that to be a balk?
I was honestly looking down. I wasn't sure what made them rule that a balk. We saw it last week, too, against Pulaski here on Friday. It wasn't enough to balk. It wasn't balking and a run-in, but we saw a balk, and I was confused because last week I didn't see what the fuss was about. But now the manager, Mark Martinez, going to go and have a word with the first base umpire who called the balk that brought in the 8th run of the game for Greeneville.
Yeah, the only thing I could see maybe being why they called it a balk was because right now English was standing on his left leg a little bit longer than he normally does, looking at Brian Williams Jr. before he threw home plate. That's the only way I could see that being a balk, because when he threw the ball, it was in the batter's box and on the ground. But overall, the Flyboys will not argue with it. They get another run in, and they'll kind of get a 2-run lead.
Martinez with some words to his relief pitcher on his way back to the visitors' dugout.
I think it's safe to say he is not happy.
Not at all. That's some. Got a whole full house here tonight for Greene Sports Zone. Tyler Nichols showing up to the ball game. We got Johnny Painter keeping the stats on the scoreboard today. We've got Caden Beckers, our cameraman, intern Caden, and we've got our analyst, Derek Charlton. Glad to have him back. His first broadcast with us in the booth since January. Also running production. We certainly appreciate him for his efforts. Hope you're enjoying your Friday night, your Star Wars night here at Eastman Credit Union Field. Matt Cash sees 2 quick balls here. There's Tyler. Had a rehearsal dinner tonight. Got a wedding he's in tomorrow. That's a committed Flyboys fan right there.
Not his. He did make that very aware.
Not his. Got to
was
preface it with that. Not his. But he's in the wedding. That's commitment.
That's pretty much talent right there.
Tyler, what's your favorite Star Wars episode?
3.
Here we go. Derek's not a Star Wars fan. I was going to get to that question, but
I go Marvel.
Didn't have a taker. Episode 3. That's mine too. I got to go episode 3. You know, coming out to the park on a Star Wars night really makes you want to go back and rewatch all the movies. We've had a wonky one, Tyler. Here as of late, Danville has struck out the side 3 times, yet they have given up 8 runs. Just baseball for you. We've seen 4 hit batters in an inning. We have seen the bases left loaded 3 times for Danville, and this one is in foul grounds. It will not be played upon, as Matt Cash will have new light in the batter's box.
That was a great contact by Cash, but just can't get it straight, can't get it over that wall. I'd say if he could use a little bit of that force from your Star Wars movies, he might be able to get that over the wall.
Well, all Matt Cash has done today, he has tripled, he has singled, drove in and run back in the 3rd, and he has singled again, came around to score a run. 3 for 3 day at the plate for Matt Cash, and the count moves full to 3-2.
That was not a bad day at the office.
Pretty good. A couple more feet, like you mentioned, it would have been out of the park. Here's the payoff, and it's swung on by Cash. It's a strikeout, but it's a drop 3rd strike, and he's going to reach first because of it. The catcher couldn't locate the ball, and Matt Cash is going to move over to first in the most unlikeliest of plays.
The stuff that we have seen in this game doesn't really make sense to a baseball. Just every now and then watcher, like right now, the Flyboys have not had enough hits to get the points they've had, but yet they still scored 8 runs.
8 runs on 6 hits for those keeping score back at home. Danville has walked 5. They have hit 1 other. Well, now they've walked 6 with Brian Williams, who came around to score earlier. They have balked, and now they have allowed a strikeout to turn into a base runner. By the way, Derek, for Danville, that's their 12th strikeout of the ball game, and we're not even out of the 6th inning. Here's McCarty English. He's been fantastic as far as the stuff is concerned. Misses high and in on Owen Tenhoover. He has peppered the strike zone, McCarty English. This is a ball inside on Tanouver, puts him ahead 2-0 in the count. So that's the second error by the catcher, Wyatt Shaw. It's the third error on the day for Danville on that drop third strike.
Yeah, this is the inning that Greeneville needed, especially after getting 4 runs put on them the last half inning. They needed a big inning just to at least slow the game down, get their confidence back. That's exactly what they've been able to do.
The 3-0, and Tanouver had no intentions of swinging. Actually, he did. That's what caused a little bit of a appeal down to second after the fact, but had the red light in the end, and will walk down the first base line, and we'll have a mound visit here for Danville. We'll see if they make a call into the pen as well. Here in the bottom of the 6th, an 8-6 ball game. That's the second walk by McCarty English this inning. And overall on the ball game, the 6th walk allowed by Danville pitching. Oh, again, 7th, excuse me. I keep on forgetting that Williams walk. It's the 7th walk from a staff combined. At this, 3 errors on the day by Danville. 1 by the pitcher, 2 by the catcher. Not something you see every day either. It's just Appy League baseball. And we've had some really funny instances here today. I mean, the balk that drove in the run might take the cake, but for Danville to have been as successful as they have been on the pitching side of things, but to still have allowed 8 runs, it's just very irksome for them, for sure.
Yeah, you just don't see that every day. And like I have been mentioning, Greeneville can just, they're disciplined at the plate. They know how to get to Danville's skin. They know if they just continue to swing, this defensive team isn't going to let you score many runs. But if they can get in Danville's head, then they can score some runs. That's exactly what they've been doing all day long, as now they've thrown their second ball to at-bat.
First pitch away on Olin Ward. And the next one also out of the zone for ball 2. 2-0. The count lead for Ward with a man in scoring position. That is strike down low here. Matt Cash, you struck out, but thanks to a drop third strike, was able to reach, is now standing at second. Owen Tanouver, who just walked on 4 pitches, stands at first. The 2-1 down low called strike, and the count tied up on Olin Ward. McCarty English, all 6'2", 185 pounds, laboring here. The Arizona Wildcat looking to get out of the inning without allowing another run. The 2-2 cut on and missed, and McCarty English records out number 2. That's another strikeout by Danville pitching. "17 outs recorded in this game, Derek, and 13 of them have been strikeouts for Danville."
That does not sound like a team that is down by 2
Yeah.
and they have 6 runs. And it's really just unexplainable how it's happened, but Danville pitching has not been the issue to the point where they're getting strikeouts. It's really just the Flyboys figuring out ways to get some runs in.
And again, it's just a team that has not done that so far this season. They have done that here tonight, and that's certainly a sight that is welcome. But still, you got to find a way to go get it done in the top of the 7th, 8th, and 9th and walk out of here with a W.
Well, like you mentioned, the Flyboys haven't been able to string together runs throughout an entire game. That's what you got told before the game even started. And so far they have. They scored 2 runs and 5 runs in the second and third inning, and then this inning they've scored 1. So it looks like they're able to string a couple of innings, or a couple of runs, together. They just got to continue to keep that going.
0-2 as Pinder sees a couple balls that he didn't quite agree with the outcomes on. English comes set, kicks and fires. The 0-2 is away, and Pinder We'll see the count move to 1-2. 2 hours and 35 minutes in. And not even finished with the 6th inning of play. It's been a pretty lengthy ball game, to say the least. Cut on and missed by Pinder, and the inning is over. The fourth time tonight that Danville strikes out the side. Inning over. We move to the 7th. It's 8-6 Flyboys here on Greene Sports Zone.
Your project needs power. Williams Electric Supply has it all. Find us in Bristol, Greeneville, Johnson City, and Kingsport. Our knowledgeable staff can help you with every wire, cable, switch, and electrical need. No one does electrical better. Williams Electric Supply. Your home needs lighting. Williams Electric Supply has it all. A showroom full of ideas for lighting your home for comfort. Find us in Bristol, Greeneville, Johnson City, and Kingsport for unique lighting and every perfect light fixture. No one does lighting better. Williams Electric Supply.
Hey folks, it's Gateway Ford in Greeneville. Right now, everyone gets Ford employee pricing. The same deal Ford employees get. No games, no negotiation. Save maximum green in Greeneville today at Gateway Ford on Highway 11 East or at gatewayfordgreeneville.com. Save some green in Greeneville at Gateway Nissan, carrying on a 55-year tradition of doing business your way. Save thousands on Sentra, Rogue, Frontier, and more. Take the short drive to Gateway Nissan in Greeneville or online at gatewaynissangreeneville.com.
YMCA, always a crowd favorite here from Greeneville. 8-6 Flyboys. We're headed to the 7th inning of play. Don't look at your watch. This game has gone on over 2.5 hours. And we're still not quite there at the finish line. Welcome back, though. Danville has struck out the side 4 times here tonight, yet they find themselves trailing by 2. Otterbots going to send 6, 7, and 8 to the plate here in the 7th. 5, 6, and 7, to the plate. As Maximo Martinez sets to lead things off. It's just incredible, Derek, that you were able to record 14 strikeouts of 18 outs recorded and still trail in a ball game.
Yeah, it's really, to me, I've never heard of it, but like I said, the Flyboys are executing what Danville gives them, but also Danville's executing what the Flyboys give them. So starting in this inning, the Flyboys do not need to give them anything. They need to make them work for the rest of their runs, especially with this lead still being tight, 8-6. They need to continuously put some pressure on Danville and then go to the 8th and 9th inning and really just put your knee on their throat and try to end the game right there.
Well, Revord is still out on the hill for Greeneville. Revord fires one in, cut on and missed, and the count moves full at 3-2.
There's a little bit of another pep in the step for Danville when they're batting. You can tell their swings are a lot more confident. They're swinging it a lot harder, looking for that one long ball to really put them in a lot of momentum.
This is cut on and sent foul by Martinez. I wouldn't mind doing a few games out in the stands. I mean, you talked about it being it's nice being in the press box, yeah, but I'd like to be out there in the midst of everything for sure.
Oh, yeah, most definitely. You feel a lot more of the ups and downs when you're in the crowd. Compared to here, we're just in an isolated box.
Swing and a miss. Revord records another strikeout, his 2nd in a row. Maximo Martinez is his first victim here in the 7th.
That was an overall great pitch. Breaking ball, making the batter swing over it, not much more you can ask if you're a coach.
First pitch strike at the knees of Danny Perez. For those watching on Facebook, YouTube, go check out our Roots Awards nominee list. Roots Awards show premiering a week from today, next Friday night. As this is sent foul territory into the seats, our full nominee list is out on our Facebook page. Go check it out. Coming soon, you'll get to see our title award nominees as well. Who's up for male, female athlete of the year, coach of the year, team of the year, all that sort of stuff. We're now 7 days away from the big day, awards day. Revord out of the windup here, facing Danny Perez, 0-2 count. And time is called by the batter.
It looked like there was a little bit of mind games going on with the pitcher and the batter. They both were staring at each other. Pitcher was just standing there looking at him.
Cut and a miss, back to back to back. Revord with 3 strikeouts in a row. And the Otterbots have gone down in order. 2 down now with Wyatt Shaw stepping to the plate.
I think Revore won that mind battle game right there.
I'd say so.
He sat there, and as the pitch clock went down, remind you, from people at home, the pitch clock starts at 20, and he has to pitch it before the clock goes down. He had it at 4 before that time got called, just looking at him. And then that last time he threw it with 17 on the clock. I believe he won.
Wyatt Shaw now at the plate. He's had himself a pretty good day. RBI singles last time out. This is a towering shot, and you can forget about it. Wyatt Shaw with an absolute nuke off the bat.
Almost a flawless inning until Shaw got on there and was able to get a good swing. That was a good quality swing, and it looked like it was right down the middle, sitting right on a platter for him.
That was absolutely pimped. Wyatt Shaw's first homer of the season, and Danville pulls within 1 once again. 8-7 on 1 swing of the bat from the Otterbot catcher. Yow. That Zwanny homer was hit at 37-degree launch angle. I'd be interested to see what that launch angle was, and this is going to hit Callahan in the helmet. My goodness. That did not look good. Callahan writhing on the ground here just outside the batter's box. And the athletic trainer, both coaches out of the dugout in a hurry to check on Callahan. Everybody taking a knee around the field. So Callahan going to get up under his own power. That one was hard. Yeah. You could hear that hit the helmet. Loud crack there right before he went down.
Yeah, and that ball is coming in hot. You could tell he tried to get out of the way, but he just did not have the time to get out of the way there. And, again, just a wild pitch. Hitting a batter right there is not what you want as a Flyboys pitcher, especially you started the inning so good at just being able to get 2 straight strikeouts and starting to get a little rhythm going. You let the home run go, and then you hit the next batter.
7, 8, 9 in this Danville order. 5 for 8 with a hit by pitch here today. Leading the way has been Caleb Ricks. He is 3 for 3 with a double and 2 singles. He has been the catalyst that has been able to turn it over for Danville there at the bottom of the order. So Michael Callahan, will head to the visitors' dugout. They'll send a pinch runner in for Callahan there at first base. As that is going to be Carter Owens over at first base to run the bases. First pitch strike at the knees of Ricks.
That's a good bounce back from after the home run and the hit by pitch. It's a good bounce back. Just throw a ball down there, get a strike, get some confidence back.
Revord looking to shake back here, 0-1. Delivers on Ricks, who flies one back against the netting foul.
Those first two pitches, that first pitch was down the middle. Second pitch was low out of the zone, but yet still got the Ricks to chase. Right now you wonder if you're going to see a slider or a curveball just to get that final out.
Caleb Ricks, part of the Notre Dame Fighting Irish baseball team, looking for his 4th hit of the night, facing Reverd, looking to close out this inning. 0-2, 2 outs, a man on first. Reverd kicks and fires. Slider batted foul down the right field line.
Yeah, I'm not sure I like the placement there on that slider. It looked like it was started in and then came in just to hit that inside corner of the strike zone.
Yeah.
I would have looked more to the outside edge, make it start coming into the strike zone and curve out to the outside edge.
0-2 here for Ricks as he battles. Revord, and this is fouled off the mask of Tanuver against the screen. Caleb Ricks, just 19 years old, the freshman out of Elizabethtown, Kentucky. No, not that. Elizabethtown. Out of the 9 in this starting batting order for Danville, 8 Division I talents throughout that order. And you've got 4 Power 4 guys as well. I'll include Caleb Ricks in that mix. 0-2. This is inside and just missing the plate for ball 1.
It's only the second pitch in this at-bat that has been outside the strike zone. And only the pitch that has been taken as well. That was only a 73-mile-an-hour curveball. But if you're going to do that, you want it to come in just a little bit. Not too much, but you don't want it to sit there.
Revord with a wild pitch here, and it'll advance Callahan's pinch runner, from first to second. Again, so far today, Ricks has been that catalyst there in the 9 hole. Has gotten a hit in each 3 of his at-bats, and he's turned it over to the top of the lineup. Every time, by the way, that he has reached, Austin Hawk has reached to follow him. Will the same happen here? A mound visit in effect between the Flyboys battery and manager Turner Ward. The discussion being had here between the pitcher, catcher, and manager. We do have some stats on that. Oh my God, this is just otherworldly. The home run hit by Wyatt Shaw traveled 407 feet. It was 103 off the bat, 36-degree launch angle. 36. We've seen a 36 and 37-degree launch angle home run here tonight. To make matters even more bonkers crazy.
Yeah, I got to say, this is by far the strangest baseball game I've ever watched, but also one of the most entertaining just based on all these stats that are being able to pull.
Caleb Ricks still at the plate. His count's full. 411 and 407 on 2 balls hit north of 35 degrees. That is absurd. Reverd going to hit Ricks in the elbow, and Danville again will find a way on there at the bottom of the order. Ricks is 4th time reaching here today. For the Flyboys, that's the 6th hit by pitch issued here this evening, and we'll have a pitching change. We'll get you acquainted with the new Flyboy arm when we come back. Still an 8-7 Flyboys lead, but they're clutching its pearls as they call for the pin. This is Flyboys Baseball on Greene Sports Zone.
At Heritage Community Bank, we offer local banking with local decisions. Stop by any of our 3 convenient locations and see how Heritage Community Bank can serve your need. From small business banking to personalized checking accounts with online and mobile capabilities, Heritage Community Bank can take care of all your banking needs. Visit us online at hcbonline.us, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Hey, Hey folks, it's Gateway Ford in Greeneville. Right now, everyone gets Ford employee pricing. The same deal Ford employees get. No games, no negotiation. Save maximum green in Greeneville today at Gateway Ford on Highway 11 East or at gatewayfordgreeneville.com. Save some green in Greeneville at Gateway Nissan, carrying on a 55-year tradition of doing business your way. Save thousands on Sentra, Rogue, Frontier, and more. Take the short drive to Gateway Nissan in Greeneville or online at gatewaynissangreeneville.com.
At Marathon Quick Stop Markets, you'll find a company that realizes that our customers are our biggest assets. We are a locally owned company, proud to serve our community. So we do everything with you in mind. We clean and sanitize our stores, provide a well-lit, monitored area to keep you and your family safe. You can always expect a friendly staff and a large selection of products with weekly specials. Stop in at a nearby Marathon Quick Stop Market today.
Flyboys pitching with 6 hit batters here tonight. They lead it by 1, but they're certainly on the ropes here in the top of the 7th inning. Caleb Ricks in the 9-hole has reached all 4 times he's been up. And the last 3 times, Austin Hawk followed with a base hit, or Austin Hawk or Jordan Jacob would follow with a base hit. Jacob, who came in to pinch hit for the Otterbots second baseman. First pitch swing, and it's a foul back against the screen. It's 0-1. Hawk would have that RBI double back in the 3rd. He had the RBI single in the 5th, and then the RBI hit by pitch by Jacob there in the 6th with the bases loaded. Will Urey is the new arm on the mound for the Flyboys, making his 5th appearance. That leads the team. The busiest man out of the bullpen this season. A 3.00 ERA, 6 innings of work so far, has allowed 5 hits, 2 runs, 3 strikeouts against no walks, a .83 whip. Opponents batting .217 against this stud from the pen out of the right-hand side. 1-1. Will Urey kicks, fires. This is on the ground, left side, foul territory. Good play there by the third base coach. Urey at 6'3", the right-hander from Mansfield, Texas. The redshirt freshman out of Oral Roberts. One ball and 2 strikes here for Jordan Jacob. Urey looking to close the door. Swing and a miss, but it's dropped by Tanuver. Jacob going to trot all the way down to first, and the bases are loaded for a 4th time tonight from the Danville Otterbots.
Yeah, what have we said all game long is both teams are taking advantage of other teams' mistakes. Not necessarily about them getting the hits. They're taking advantage of the mistakes. And again, the Flyboys made a mistake. Danville recovers. Now it's bases loaded with 2 men out.
And that is the 2nd time we've seen, the first from Greeneville, that's the first error of the game for Greeneville, but the 2nd time we've seen a drop third strike turn into a man on first. One from Danville last half inning, and now one from Greeneville here. Judson Hartwell, the reserve catcher, going to step in. Playing left field here tonight. He is 0 for 3.
Sorry. You can really feel the air drop out of the stadium, especially the past couple of innings, the changing and pitching. All of that, the air has dropped out of this inning compared to just the 5th inning.
Yeah, totally agree. Urey misses low and away here. Checking on some games around the Appy League. They're done over in Bluefield. They've been done for an hour. Bluefield wins at 5-3 over Kingsport. Sorry, Chris Sauceman. He's interning there this summer, by the way. Cut and a miss here from Hartwell. They're in the top of the 9th. Pulaski leads Elizabethton 13-4. And Johnson City has come back and leads Burlington 10-6. Game in JC. 2 balls and 1 strike here. Judson Hartwell, the right-hand batter's box. It's out of the hand of Yuri outside. We've seen twice already here tonight the bases loaded and the Flyboys issue a free pass that would walk or hit a run in. Does it happen for a third time, or do the Flyboys leave the bases loaded for a 4th time tonight?
This is a big pitch right here.
Erie delivers, slider clips the outer black, and a bat toss by Hartwell. He thought he had ball 4, and he's got to answer. He's got at least one more pitch to be seen.
Yeah, I think that was the right call there. I believe that was a strike. And as we look at it, it does not look like it is a strike. It looks like it's right below the strike zone, but it gives a called strike, makes the count full. Now, big pitch here. Can he get out of the inning?
3-2 the count. Bases loaded. 2 outs. Top of the 7th inning. Yuri kicks, fires. Cut and a foul over the awning. So Otterbots have left the bases loaded twice in back-to-back innings. The 5th, the 6th, they left 3 on to end the inning.
And that could come back to haunt them, especially if they leave bases loaded here and don't have another opportunity to score any runs. That could come back to haunt them. But Greeneville, they get in these scenarios where it looks like all hope is lost, and they somehow get out of it.
This is on the ground foul into the Otterbot dugout. The Otterbox, as some would call it.
Looked like dodgeball. Everybody was jumping for their lives over there with that ball flying over.
Judson Hartwell staying alive here. Pitch number 8 of the at-bat upcoming. Hartwell's 0 for 3 today with a walk. Yuri turns around to pick off, and he's got a man picked off at second. Inning is over. Are you kidding? And we're headed to the home half, 8-7 Flyboys here on Greene Sports Zone.
Marathon Quick Stop Markets, you'll find a company that realizes that our customers are our biggest assets. We are a locally owned company, proud to serve our community. So we do everything with you in mind. We clean and sanitize our stores, provide a well-lit, monitored area to keep you and your family safe. You can always expect a friendly staff and a large selection of products with weekly specials. Stop in at a nearby Marathon Quick Stop Market today.
In Greeneville, we blend beauty with Southern charm.
From sharp cuts to flawless color and perfect extensions, we make dream hair real.
As milkshake experts, we deliver exclusive treatments, glosses, and pro product advice. Finish your look with nails and waxing done with care.
Relax and recharge with our signature Japanese head spa.
Come experience the main brand difference.
At the Main Brand Hair Company,
we wrangle your tangles.
We're still here. We're still playing. 8-7 Flyboys. And as Derek Tarleton tells me in between breaks, these fans getting more than what they paid for as far as the price of admission. Star Wars night here at the park. For those members of the Empire and Rebels alike, it's 8-7. Flyboys lead just 1. And my goodness, was their medal tested that last half inning. A pickoff to end the inning, of all things to end an inning. And it was a bases-loaded pickoff on a full count. We're 3 hours in, and we're into the bottom of the 7th. Come out to the ballpark this Saturday. UT dark mode tomorrow night starting at 7 o'clock. We'll have fireworks after the game. If we had fireworks after this game, might be midnight before we got to them.
Yeah, I believe it would be. And honestly, I believe the main reason this game is going on so long is because maybe it's just how I'm looking at it, but it doesn't look like either team wants to win. There's always something that happens, and then somebody ends up on base, and this is just something that I don't think I've ever seen is the fact that we have an 8-7 ball game with both teams. I don't believe either team has hit 8 hits, have they?
Danville's got 9. Greeneville's at 6.
Greeneville got 6 hits, and
Yeah.
yet they're still leading by 1.
You got the same amount of runs as you do hits combined. You have 4 combined errors. All have either been committed by a catcher or a pitcher, which is very rare. As this is skied up by Zawani, who's got a any way you look at it, any facet of the game has something wild, crazy that's happened today. Ruben Zawani hits the ball at a 37-degree launch angle over the fence. Danville would do the same with that Wyatt Shaw homer, as that was a 36-degree launch angle. Both of them were 99 and 103 off the bat. The both swings by Zawani and Shaw, they both travel over 400 feet. I mean, this game has been incredible. Very entertaining. This is hit up in the sky, left center field, going back, and caught. That's a few feet before the track. Caleb Ricks gave us all a scare. By the way, he was running back, but eventually gets underneath it for out number 1.
Yeah, that's one of those things you just got to walk back to the dugout and say, I'm trusting the process. He did everything right there. Great mechanics, making the contact with the bat. Just unfortunate they didn't get that extra, looks like about 10 feet of velocity.
Just not deep enough, about 30 feet shy of the wall. Carson Ray now will step to the plate for a 4th time today, looking for his first hit. He's 0 for 2 with a walk. Carson Ray cuts right through it for strike 2. This Danville series, a 3-game set to be played here in Greeneville this weekend. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Happy Father's Day for those dads watching from home. Come out to the ballpark this Sunday. I'll do a T-shirt giveaway for those fathers. The 1-2 to Ray. Cut on, driven up the middle. And the high school senior has his first base hit of the ball game.
That was a right back at you kind of hit. Straight up over the mound. Pitcher had to get out of the way there so he didn't get an ankle clip. It was a great hit. Splits the defense. Single.
Eight to 7 here in the bottom of the 7th. With Carson Ray aboard, Danny Wallace at the plate now. He's 1 for 3 with a 2 RBI day. And a stolen base to go along with it.
It's got to be in the mind of Danville knowing that Brian Williams Jr. is getting ready to bat. He's always a speedster, getting walked the past 2 times. He might cause some problems here in this inning.
Carson Ray, a couple of stolen bags on the season over at first. This misses low and in. Oh, by the way, forgot to mention there's a new arm on the mound for Danville. They made the change in between innings. The new Otterbot reliever, it is Tyler Canast, the high school senior out of Winter Springs, Florida. He's headed to Texas Tech as he strikes out Danny Wallace there on the pitch up in the zone. Texas Tech, a college baseball power that's been dormant here in the last decade, but a ton of history in the team from Lubbock. Obviously, they've certainly caught the ire of the college football world here in recent weeks with the news of the Sorsby situation, that injunction. Now, Sorsby just this week having announced he's going to go into the supplemental draft, and all that's for naught now, I guess, all that fuss. But Texas Tech has certainly turned heel. They are not liked by many in the college football world. That doesn't mean that we can't be friends with Tyler Canast, though. The two-way
lefty. This is tossed in. It is flipped up to second base. 6-4 to end the frame. We head to the 8th. It's an 8-7 Flyboys lead. We stay in this stalemate. This is Flyboys baseball on Greene Sports Zone.
Marathon Quick Stop Markets, you'll find a company that realizes that our customers are our biggest assets. We are a locally owned company, proud to serve our community. So we do everything with you in mind. We clean and sanitize our stores, provide a well-lit, monitored area to keep you and your family safe. You can always expect a friendly staff and a large selection of products with weekly specials. Stop in at a nearby Marathon Quick Stop Market today.
So why sit on the sidelines when you could be driving a brand new Chevrolet, GMC, or Cadillac from Bachman Bernard in Greeneville? Choose from the Silverado, Sierra, Terrain, Acadia, Equinox, Trax, Trailblazer, or Blazer. And wrap yourself in elegance and style while driving a Cadillac, Lyric, or the best vehicle on the planet, the Cadillac Escalade. So don't stumble, bumble, and fumble your way with other dealers. If we don't have it, we'll get it. Make the short trip to Bachman Bernard Chevrolet GMC Cadillac in Greeneville, where we will save you money.
Leading off for the Otterbots, number 40, Justin Hartman.
Let's jump right into the top of the 8th inning. It's 8-7 Flyboys. Greeneville got out to a 7-1 lead at the end of 3. Since then, they've been outscored 6-1. Had sole run ever since the 3rd, coming back in the 6th inning. Here we are in the top of the 8th with Judson Hartwell stepping to the plate. This marathon night potentially nearing its end, though. 6 outs left for the Otterbot offense. But it feels like the Flyboys, I don't know about you, Derek, but I certainly feel like it feels like the Flyboys should be leading by way more than just 1 run.
Oh, yeah, most definitely, especially the way they played tonight. We've noticed that they come out and started hot. You know, we talked about it. They came out and started with some fire throughout the first 3 innings, and we thought it was going to be a very lopsided game. I was potentially thinking, it'd go into a run game.
Yeah.
But it never materialized that way. Danville stayed with their powers and was able to get back into it. Let 1 run get by in the 5th, we'd be tied right now. And it's still anybody's game. This was last week about this time was whenever they did come back and tie the game and then end up winning the game. So the Flyboys got to be cautious on that.
This is lasered off the bat of Hartwell, but it's foul. The thing that gets me, Derek, is you threw your your best arm for your starting pitcher. You threw your best starter. You've thrown your best bullpen arm now in Will Yeary. They are a combined 4 1/3 with 2 hits allowed. They have given up 1 earned, and they have struck out 3 without issuing a walk. But the problem was those 2 arms that you went to in the middle relief, they give up the 6 runs, and they walk 1 while hitting 5. That's where you really ran into some trouble there, as it's a ground out here by Perkins.
Yeah, it makes you really wonder if right now the Flyboys manager is sitting there thinking, maybe I should have kept my starter in for 1 or 2 more innings and then threw Yeary in, so that way at that point you have maybe 1-2 innings max that you have to put somebody else in, and it keeps it a much larger deficit in the ballgame.
Well, Yeary comes set here as it's Davis Perkins to the plate. Fastball low, 1-0. Around the Appy League, we've got 2 games that have already gone final. Pulaski knocks off Elizabethton 13-4. Bluefield victorious over Kingsport. They're already in bed by now. That game has been over for a long time. And then JC Johnson City leads Burlington 10-8, top of the 9th inning. That game about to wrap up as well.
Looks like we're the nightcap.
Yeah. The East is 2-0 against the West here tonight. But it looks like Johnson City can hold on to win. If Greeneville can hold on to win, the East can get a little split tonight. All 4 teams in the Appy League East are above 500. All 4 teams in the Appy League West are below 500 here this season. Greeneville looking to get above 500 here tonight. They're at 500 rather. Elizabethton falls to 5-7. Kingsport falling to 4-8 on the season. Sorry, Chris Osman. And Johnson City 2 outs away from getting back to 500 themselves. This is skied off the bat of Perkins to shallow right field. And it's dropped in between the 2 converging Flyboys. A miscommunication there between Ward and Ray, excuse me. And nobody calls it. And it's a double for Davis Perkins.
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly what happened there because it looked like there was 2 Flyboys there, and it looked like the second baseman got flagged away, and the right fielder was ready to catch it, but then he just stuck his glove out underneath him. I don't know if he was planning to catch it or and try to look cool or something. I don't know exactly what happened there, but for some reason it dropped, and he didn't look too urgent to get it up and go to second base either.
He lost in the Death Star. It's right field's ball. It's right field's ball, but Carson Ray did look like he was getting out on his horse, looking like he was going to take it. So I could imagine maybe some confusion there for Ward, but then again, that's got to be your ball to call off.
Either way, we got a team that's in double digits for hits.
That's right. Danville, 7 runs on 10 hits. They've committed 3 errors. Greeneville, 8 runs on 7 hits. They have committed 1. As this ball game continues to make us scratch our heads. Yuri kicks, fires. This is swung on and sent foul off the bat of Krupp.
And it's coming right back for the jump.
There you go. Greene Sports Zone, your home and one-stop shop for everything sports in Greeneville and Greene County this summer and forever. From live broadcast stories, photo galleries, video highlights, exclusive interviews, and so much more, we got you covered. So wherever you do social media, follow us at Greene Sports Zone to stay up to date on all the latest in Greeneville and Greene County athletics. Ball missing low on Krupp here. 2-2, the updated count.
Why wouldn't you, Matthew? Why wouldn't you tune into Greene Sports Zone whenever we can show you the most interesting and strange baseball game that I think has ever been broadcast?
This is wacky. Wow. Hell, check this swing. They say he went around. Krupp did. And that's a strikeout for the second out of the inning. Yuri with a punch out. That's Yuri's second K of the day. Flyboys 9th as a staff. And it'd be pretty good if you just looked at the strikeout to walk ratio, 9-1. When you factor in the 6 hit by pitch by Flyboys pitching tonight, it ends up being 7 free passes to 9 strikeouts. Now that's not as good.
Yeah, no, it's not. Right there, just a very wide pitch right there. Didn't go too fast, only at 83 mile an hour, but the catcher having a lunge, and like we was talking about early in the pregame last week, we saw a lot of wild pitches. So you're expecting
so many. We had like 5 or 6.
Yeah, you're expecting not to see that tonight, which we haven't so far, but we're seeing other areas of difficulty for the pitcher and catcher, like you mentioned. And you do not want to see a wild pitch now that is going to get that player from second base all the way to home.
And it's a mistake like the drop fly ball and right that allows that runner to be on second to begin with, too. Just a game where both teams have not had their best stuff. Yet it's anybody's game here in the 8th.
Yeah, if he didn't drop that pitch going to the right field, this inning would be over and we'd be going to the bottom of the 8th.
Yuri delivers. It's flared by Martinez foul.
For their chance to be able to score some more runs and get a more comfortable lead going into the last inning.
One ball and 2 strikes here on Maximo Martinez. He's got the name of a UFC fighter. 1 for 4 day with a double. Slider missing away. It's 2-2. Did you catch Freedom 250 last week?
I did not.
White House card?
Was
Man,
watching,
it was good.
I mean, what do you think I was watching last week?
Probably some World Cup.
Exactly.
USA, were they playing at the same time?
No, they wasn't playing at the same time.
Yeah,
I don't
World
watch
Cup
just
then.
one team. My team's actually not even USA.
Okay.
I don't watch one
wow,
team.
Okay. Trader.
I want to go for somebody who actually could win. That's my thought process.
Swing and a foul ball. It's dropped by Tenuver. So who are you pulling for then?
Argentina.
Oh, Argentina. Okay.
Yeah, all the way.
Yeah.
I pulled for them last year. I've actually pulled for them since 2014, so don't call me bandwagon.
Yeah.
I've been on their side.
Here's a song about it. We'll get to it if this inning doesn't end before I can get it. This is fouled out of play by Martinez. There's a line in a song, Derek. They playing soccer in my backyard. I think I see Messi. Oh. Another pickoff. This one won't end the inning. Tyler says trivia question. What's the song's title?
You get it right, you get a firm handshake.
I've got a trivia question. We'll get to it here if this inning continues, which it will not. It's a high pop up to the right side of the infield, and Zawani retires it. Out number 3. Let's go to the home half, shall we? We're 3 outs away. It's 8-7 Flyboys here on Greene Sports Zone.
Marathon Quick Stop Markets, you'll find a company that realizes that our customers are our biggest assets. We are a locally owned company, proud to serve our community. So we do everything with you in mind. We clean and sanitize our stores, provide a well-lit, monitored area to keep you and your family safe. You can always expect a friendly staff and a large selection of products with weekly specials. Stop in at a nearby Marathon Quick Stop Market today.
Hey there, welcome back here, Eastman Credit Union Field, Pioneer Park. Hey, fantastic crew on hand here today. Caden Becker, our cameraman, he's been doing excellent work. We've got Derek Tarleton, analyst, producer extraordinaire. Tyler Nichols, who's going to be in a wedding tomorrow, spending his Friday night at the ballpark watching some Flyboys baseball. Happy League baseball at its finest, ladies and gentlemen. 3-hour, 18-minute runtime. We're still not through. Bottom of the 8th we go. Flyboys have been held to just 1 run ever since that 3rd inning explosion here against the pound-for-pound best team in the league statistically. They lead the league in run differential. The best pitching team in the league. The Flyboys have strung it together, that's to say the least, here today. We're getting a little sleepy up here in the booth. Our trivia question, though, we'll get to it here this half inning. We got it for you. As the Flyboys will send 2, 3, and 4 to the plate here in the bottom of the 8th inning. still awake, Derek?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm just capturing in who we have coming up next.
We're missing out on a Brazil-Haiti FIFA World Cup game right now. It's Brazil 3, Haiti 0 in the 82nd minute. You can still catch Turkey and Paraguay if this one hasn't ended yet.
I'm more interested in the Turkey and Paraguay one compared to the Brazil one. I knew who was going to win the Brazil, Turkey, Paraguay. That don't matter to who's going to be second in the U.S. bracket.
That's big for those soccer football fans. Our trivia question as we enter the 8th inning in the home half. The Flyboys 8th. Mark Martinez is the manager in his first season in Danville. He brings over 40 years of coaching experience to the South Side. He recently retired after 9 seasons as the skipper over at San Diego State. Yes, that's SDSU. He was an assistant coach under MLB Hall of Famer blank from 2006 to 2014. Who was said MLB Hall of Famer? We'll give you a couple minutes to mull it over.
Next half inning, the answer comes out.
We'll give it to you next half inning, as Derek Charlton says. No cheating, no looking it up. Let us know in the comments if you know this answer. From 06 to 14, an assistant. He spent the last 8 as head coach there in San Diego State. They had a pretty good year this year, but it's Mark Martinez's last year. Now he's enjoying his time in Southern Virginia. Far cry from sunny California. A lot of California talent brought through that pipeline this season in Danville. 2-2 on Carson Brumball. Another thing that caught me interesting, I was looking at and researching stuff for a trivia question. The reason behind the Otterbots nickname, and it's not what you'd expect either. You know, we talked about Pulaski last week. They house over half the state's population of turtles in Pulaski, Virginia. That's why they're called the River Turtles. Why is Danville called the Otterbots? That's a strikeout there to start the inning for Danville.
I'm not sure. When we first got here and he was telling me, give me the rundown of this team, I thought you said the Otters. Like, I didn't hear the Bots at the end. So now that it's the Otter
no,
Bots.
That's your hint too. So Bots is very helpful for this hint. That'll be my hint. Bots, very helpful.
The only thing I got is that they built a lot of robots.
Think mechanical. Yes, you're on the right track. You're on the right track. Matt Cash fouls one off the top of the awning.
I'm not a very good trivia guy as well, so.
Robert Gina Tipton, big-time Flyboys fans in attendance here. Their typical spots there, elevated first base side. Proud sponsors of our summer programming as well, CNC Custom Trailers. We'll give them a shout. They help us out. They can help you out too. It is 0-2 after the foul off the bat of Matt Cash. Danville, by the way, and its surrounding community, they entered in their submissions. So City of Danville sent forms out to its locals as Cash flares this one off the bat to right field. It's caught by the right fielder for out number 2. And there's 2 down. But they sent forms out to the civilians there in Danville, and overwhelmingly the favorite was otters. They loved the symbolism of otters because of the future of the STEM field and STEM education, new industry surrounding the south side of the state of Virginia. So the organization would go on to adopt the name of the Otterbots. Science, mechanical, engineering, technology.
What better way to win a fan base over than give the fans the chance to name your baseball team?
Yeah.
That's exactly what I would say to that. Going back to the game, Danville doing good controlling this inning, this half inning right here, not letting Greeneville grow their lead anymore, so they have the shot in the ninth just to get 1 point up.
0-2 by Tanuvers on the ground. He'll stumble out of the box, but it won't matter. A 6-3 putout will end the frame. We're headed to the ninth. It's 8-7 Flyboys. This is a Greeneville Flyboys baseball.
In Greeneville, we blend beauty with Southern charm.
From sharp cuts to flawless color and perfect extensions, we make dream hair real.
As milkshake experts, we deliver exclusive treatments, glosses, and pro product advice. Finish your look with nails and waxing done with care.
Relax and recharge with our signature Japanese head spa.
Come experience the main brand difference.
At the Main Brand Hair Company,
We wrangle your tangles.
Whether you ride, haul, or work, CNC has what moves you from dirt roads to job sites. We've got the gear to get you there. Hard-working equipment, helpful people, and honest advice. Whether you haul tools, toys, or livestock, CNC Custom Trailers has the equipment you need and the upgrades you want. CNC Custom Trailers, where you're more than just a customer, you're a neighbor.
At Marathon Quick Stop Markets, you'll find a company that realizes that our customers are our biggest assets. We are a locally owned company, proud to serve our community. So we do everything with you in mind. We clean and sanitize our stores, provide a well-lit, monitored area to keep you and your family safe. You can always expect a friendly staff and a large selection of products with weekly specials. Stop in at a nearby Marathon Quick Stop Market today.
Oh, welcome back here from Eastman Credit Union Field and Pioneer Park. 8-7, Greeneville leading Danville. 3 hours and 26 minutes into this one. We got an answer to our trivia question we posed in the last half inning. The head coach that Mark Martinez, the manager of the Otterbots, coached under from 2006 to 2014. Led the San Diego Aztecs for 11 seasons, took him to an NCAA regional 3 times. The answer, Mr. Padre, Tony Gwynn. So some interesting ties there between Gwynn and Mark Martinez of Danville. Now there's a gap there of about 3 years before Martinez took over as the head skipper. But still, found that interesting in the research heading into this ball game. So we got Turkey Paraguay late night tonight. I'll stay up for that one, Derek. I know you will too.
Oh yeah, you know it.
And we got UT Dark Mode night tomorrow here at the ballpark. Bring out the family. We got post-game fireworks. Greeneville, Danville. If you want to see another wacky game, head out to the park tomorrow. I'm sure it will be wonky. This is sent to right field, and Ward judged it like oh, I'm going back. He eventually settles underneath it for out number 1 there, thankfully. And there's an out here in the top of the ninth.
It looked like he had his feet pretty much concrete or glued to the grass. He just kind of stood there and watched it for a minute and then moved and then stood there again. Didn't know if he just couldn't see it or what, but I mean, there's no sun in the sky now, so the only thing that could be blinding him is the lights overhead.
Mm-hmm. So a fly out to right. First offering to Wyatt Shaw has him swinging over top of it. You know, credit to Will Yeary. He came in a tough spot there, and he dealt really well for his time. There's a new arm on the mound now for the Flyboys. It is Percival. Flips the outside part of the plate. Bennett Percival in his 4th appearance of the season. 3 innings of work beforehand. Flyboys looking to get to 500 with a win here tonight.
Yeah, and it looks promising. Just cannot have a mistake as a pitcher trying to throw it and get him out.
Called strike 3 looking.
And the Flyboys are an out away from enacting revenge for this team from South Virginia.
That's about as much as you can ask from the pitcher in the bullpen. Come out, get 2 outs quickly, and now you're down to your last out and a chance for him to be the town hero tonight.
Bennett Percival, the sophomore, heading to Texas Rio Grande Valley next season. UT RGV. 6'4", 210 pounds. Can he close this game out and record a save for this Flyboys baseball team? Up in the zone, all strikes so far from Percival. 7 for 7 in his offerings. And Danville's down to their final strike of the ball game. 1-run game, top 9.
He's feeling it.
Percival winds one in, and it's a little bit away. Good spot. Just missed.
It makes sense as well because with you throwing those strikes as much as you have, you knew this batter with his last strike is going to swing. Just throws a ball, tries to get him to reach.
Swing and a miss, and the ball game is over. Bennett Percival comes in, closes the door. 8 pitches, 8 strikes, and the Flyboys win and cap off a marathon night here on Star Wars Night. 3-hour, 30-minute runtime. Very similar to one of those 9 episodes of that fan favorite Dynasty. But in the end, the good guys win. Flyboys 8, Otterbots 7. For Derek Tarleton, for Caden Beckers, I'm Matthew Palazzo. Read all about it at greensportszone.com. We're headed to bed. Good night. God bless from Greeneville.